NaruTalk, the Naruto ShipPodcast, is made possible through contributions from listeners like you. To help support the podcast and to earn exclusive rewards, head to www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. That's www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. Believe it!
Hey everyone, this is Naruto Uzumaki, and you're listening to NaruTalk. Believe it!
Welcome back to NaruTalk, the scariest podcast to ever be all about Naruto. I'll put in a lightning sound effect. I am your host, Scream Fanglish. And with me, as always, is Kate Die Scary.
Hi.
I am also joined by the wicked Organ Witchumson. And, of course, also Raj. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Halloween special of NaruTalk.
That's so fun.
Yes. What do I do
Halloween.
next? I introduced us. Hey everybody, welcome back. Speaking of scary things, sorry about how last week our audio broke and sounded like a monster.
Stink bugs.
Yes, it was. We were possessed by a spooky spirit that was just a week early, and he's very busy, so we couldn't get him.
A little bit foreshadowing.
Yeah. It's there was a scheduling conflict. He came a week early, which was scary. Oh, very important. Hey, this Friday at SUNY Purchase, we have a live show, NaruTalk live show.
Yep,
Come
it's
on out,
happening.
come to it. It's Humanities, room 1032. You can just give that a Googs. I looked it up. Humanities Purchase. Bam, you're here. You're there.
Awesome.
I know.
You can give that a Goog.
Give it a
Give
Googs,
it a
man.
Googs.
Hop on. What would you say? Hop on the Google machine.
Google.
What would you say? Ride your Google car down to the web bill.
Surfing on the web, I
Yeah,
don't know.
surf on that skateboard off to internet data superhighway.
Yep.
You're on a real
Do
highway
that.
there, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Give it a Googs. It's just such a shorter.
Giggity.
Well, now you're just sounding like
Giggity Bob.
Quagmire. That was never my intention. Okay, so yes, SUNY Purchase, Humanities Building 1032, 7 p.m. if you want to see the fights, 8 p.m. if you just want to see the stand-up comedy and us guys, it's fine. But we're doing a screening of the episodes too. 7 p.m. November 8th. Nick Astor is doing our opening. So.
Wonderful Nick Astor.
Yeah, I think he's...
And I'm doing my 19th birthday.
Heck yeah, it's Morgan's birthday bash. So we've got so many specials in a row. We've got Katie's birthday special. We've got the time our audio broke special. We've got Halloween special. And we've got Morgan's birthday special, which is
Water
also
only.
the live show. Oh, yeah.
today.
Fuck, dude, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
Also today, yeah, why don't you say it? Why don't you
Dude,
go?
today's the 2-year anniversary of me being on water only, which is no juice, soda,
Yeah.
alcohol, anything, just water.
And like to double enforce, no alcohol. Raj is a
Yeah.
party machine.
I am a party machine,
but
no drinking.
No drinking. Isn't that something else?
That's
admirable.
crazy.
An admirable feat.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
man.
You,
Oh,
you
wow.
could do it too.
How 2 years? You said
2 years today.
2 years.
That's so cool.
2 years to the day.
If you not
Hey,
drinking
Raj.
water was a baby, it could start to talk by now. What do 2-year-olds
Yeah.
do?
2-year-olds
Dance?
talk.
No, like,
some can
Two
talk, yeah.
kind of sentences.
Yeah.
Kind of sentences, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, the idea of like, it wasn't until I started working at the daycare, and I was talking to Allie about this earlier, previous co-host Allie, who does a lot of art, you're the best.
Mm-hmm.
The misconception of what babies can do at different ages is strange, because when I said I worked with 3-year-olds, Joshua thought that their head was still like 6 fucking feet big and
Yeah.
huge, and the baby's
What?
frail body.
Oh my god.
And it's kind of
That's
like,
just not how
Interesting fun
3-year-olds work.
fact.
Uh-huh.
When you're like born, your head is a third of the size of your body. Like from
So you're
Yeah.
head
so
to
then
toe.
so like your
when you're an
torso-
adult, you're like 7 or
Oh,
8
yeah.
heads high.
Yeah.
Which
So,
is
yeah.
insane how disproportionate
So
babies are.
wait, but not disproportionate, because it's like their head is a third, their torso is a third, and their legs are a third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like in perfect proportion, but just in a weird way.
but that's what Joshua thought, that
What?
like the
The
3-year-olds that I
3-year-olds
was
are
working
like,
with, they're
yeah.
still in that big head mode.
Yeah.
But no,
Oh.
they're like walking around and calling me gay and stuff.
Yo, actually, I was listening to an old episode of ours, and we were like trying to guess how old Konohamaru was, and we were like, he must be like 9 or 10, because I forgot that kids can function before like, like 9 or 10 years old, and like 6-year-olds are like doing shit, like they have plans. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of rappers that are just 6 years old.
Some of the best SoundCloud rappers
Truly are 6.
Yeah. Hey, so Happy Water only 2 years. What's this podcast about?
So in this podcast, it's about water, and there's ninjas who fight over water because it's a real crisis.
You know, we did have an entire story arc all about water, so that's not too wrong.
But basically, we watch the dub of Naruto.
That's right.
It's canon only. Yeah. No fillers, because that shit is
it's just
whack.
no good. It's just no good.
And there's two weebs, 2 normies, 2 to 4 episodes a week.
Right off my classic outline description.
And then we
would you guys rather be known as weebs or normies if it came down to it, you know?
Weebs.
Yeah.
Weebs.
Yeah. The term normie's a little weird.
You know, because the idea of like normies, it's similar to incel. You could not like in what they mean, but like if you call someone a normie, right? Not only are you pushing it onto someone, oh you're just a loser because you like certain things like that. Right. But if they understand, if people around you understand what a normie is, that's also a weird pseudo internet culture thing because they've now heard the term normie enough to understand what it means. That's weird slang. Yeah. Same like incel.
So it's like the Matrix. It just keeps going deeper.
Exactly. Inception. So we were talking about incel on campus today, and a lot of people were like following along, and I was so confused because me being on the internet for so long, I thought I was one of the few people who knew what an incel was. Right. So now people casually can go, oh, look at the incel down the street over there. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. That's insane.
So it used to be like a niche term. And now it's breaking out. Interesting. So, if you want to hear more stories about Raj and incelness, go to our Patreon and pledge to the $5 tier. You can listen to the Rio Radio episode on Senpai Club.
Senpai Club, yeah. I talk about incels a lot.
Yo,
he does. Raj and incel.
It's really fascinating.
My incelness,
So apologize for last week's audio.
Terrible, actually. Another thing about incels. So in that class where I had to create an incel, the next project we're doing a whole another thing, but so is another group. So we had to go do their experience. So they built a thing for us, and what it was Sex Jeopardy. Now, gonna be honest. Sexperdy. So for me to go from doing an incel project to having to be quizzed about my knowledge on sex, it was kind of.
It's like the flip side of the coin.
Yeah, no, but I know. I guess I kind of showed how really well invested I was in the incel project.
I like it. Oh no!
When it came down to knowing sex tips and positions and stuff, and like STDs and all that, I was like, okay, guys.
Oh my god.
Worst person to be on the team right now.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. But I do have to say, a big thanks to, like, specifically the patrons in the Discord and Dahlia Doodles and this guy, Damn It Bobby, on Instagram and Travis on Twitter. They made a lot of, like, jokes and were just poking a lot of fun at how bad our audio was last week. And that means a lot because it was really stressing me out. Yeah. And, like, the fact that you're just like, oh, yeah, like, it's cool. Like, it sounded like... Best. Someone was like, sounds like Orochimaru, you're in, like, his little mind games. And I was like, yes,
sounds like he melted off our faces.
For being nice. Because it was really
because
stressful.
Everybody, it means way more coming from you than it does coming from any of us because Liam doesn't listen to us.
No, it was just nice. It was nice to have, like, you know, people from the outside world.
Well, it does mean more coming from them because they're the fans and that's what it's for.
It's for everyone. I'm looking at Morgan right now. Right now, it's for Morgan. Hi, Morgan. This podcast goes out to you.
It's for Morgan.
You can plug your earbuds into this microphone. You could listen live. It's true. It's a function this does. Isn't that fun?
That's awful.
I know.
Would it lag a little bit? Would it be like without
That's what I was thinking, because otherwise I might have started doing it, you know? Because then I would have fucking picked up on the audio quality last week.
No, even though people... podcasts do that.
Yeah, I know. Well, because usually everybody has a microphone. They don't do it round
that would be
robin.
so chaotic if people were talking over each other and I was hearing everybody's voice.
Yeah, that would suck. But I feel like if we got to that point, we'd be good enough to like.
We should all take turns listening to the podcast from
live. Yeah, make one person.
Speaking of live, go to the live show.
Just drive them. Oh yeah, please do.
I don't know. That's a weird stigma thing. Like talking over someone. That's something I've always like never fucked with when it came to like being like, don't talk over me. Like I like talking over people.
That's Raj, the sentence that you just said.
I like inserting my own conversation to someone else's completely different conversation.
I think that. So what you're saying is,
Wait.
you're like, my whole life people have said you should stop talking over people. I just don't get it. I love talking over them.
Yeah.
And you don't see the. Okay, that's good. That's good.
I see the problem. I just think it should not be my problem to deal with.
just talk over them when they try to explain it to you.
Exactly.
Anyways, so yeah, like Raj said, we watched 2 to 4 episodes of Naruto a week. You know what's going on. This is episode 17. And this week we're watching 46 and 47. Which, if you know about where we're at in Naruto, it's all these fights going on, little tuning exams, preliminary rounds.
A little crazy, little shimmer and spice going around town.
We got one of those. It's a big one today. So, without any further ado, let's NaruTalk about it. We open with Naruto applying Hinata's healing salve to the cuts on his arm after rejoining Sakura, Kakashi, and Lee. Kiba, in the last fight that Naruto had with him, ripped up his arm a little bit, and so this is the salve that, you remember, Hinata and Kurenai was like, ooh, take it, so I guess he did. When Naruto's wounds heal miraculously quickly, he enthusiastically offers the ointment to Sakura, but Kakashi considers that the rate of regeneration that he demonstrated is because of the Nine-Tails chakra.
Yeah.
Not because
It's so
of...
difficult to tell when he's thinking or saying things out loud.
Kakashi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because his mouth really never moves.
Exactly.
But like
He's
not
got
even.
the thing over it.
Yeah.
I was like, well, there's no way he'd just start talking about the nine-tailed fox.
Right,
just,
oh,
like,
yeah.
out loud.
Do you watch with subtitles on?
No.
Okay, that's why I think subtitles help, because it'll say
Yeah.
thinking before he speaks.
Oh,
That actually
But don't do the
Interesting.
Hulu
yeah.
one, because it'll do like sinking, and then he'll like say a word. It's like, where's the water, buddy? What are you doing?
But also,
While
I
he's
kind of
thinking.
just take it because normally when he talks out loud, it's just a very straight tone. But
Yeah.
anytime he's thinking, there's like this weird, like soft echo in the background.
Wait, so does he give more like inflection in his head?
Morgan's deaf, right? Yeah.
Like does he talk with like more enthusiasm when he's talking in his head?
I don't think you could use the word enthusiasm in
For
regards
Kakashi,
It's
to
like
yeah.
negative enthusiasm.
Well, I know, but I was
Yeah.
thinking because when he talks outside, it's always in like a very monotone voice, you know. So I was thinking maybe he's just shy, and in his head he's
No,
like,
in his
"Oh
head
boy,
it's
that's
just
So
soft.
the way you gotta think about it is, you know, when you smoke so many cigarettes, like,
Of
your
course.
like you just get a raspy voice. But in your head, it's not the same raspy voice. You kind of have your normal voice without the cigarettes. But I mean, at that point, it probably is the same voice. But so like, in his head, he has a non-smoker voice, and in his throat, he has a smoker's voice. So that's what it is.
I'm gonna start a tally for everyone listening of how many times Raj talks about smoking.
Well, you can track it. You can track it from
Yes.
F1 when it was like, you
Please
know,
do.
it's like
no,
it's
but
a
it's
journey.
definitely confirmed that Kakashi smokes cigarettes. That's
Yeah.
like a
No,
fact.
famously, Kakashi the
Famously,
Marlboro Ninja is it was one of our freaking titles. Come on.
Come on.
In the arena below, Kiba is carried out on a stretcher with Akamaru, and Hinata approaches the two of them to gift a second container of healing ointment. With a wink, Kiba insists that Hinata worries about and keeps the salve for herself. And he's like, oh, and if you get put up against Gaara or Neji, drop out. Because Gaara he's scared of because of that whole thing with Shigure that time.
Yeah.
And Neji is just kind of a dick.
He's
This
just
is
an
true.
asshole.
Yeah, I think that he just gives off that vibe, you know?
We all know a Neji.
Yeah. Somebody.
I'm sitting across from a Neji right now.
That's so rude. I'm like, Kiba. I could settle for that.
No, definitely Kiba.
You think I'm a Neji?
I would. I could see where Morgan's coming from. But also, you could so be. Not a Lee.
No.
Definitely not a Naruto.
Oh,
not
Lee's
a,
the best though.
Lee's
this
the
episode,
best.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was so many times where I was like, oh my gosh.
He's the
Yeah, he's
absolute king.
He's friendly. He fills in a lot of gaps.
Truly.
Yeah, who's in this episode.
He fills it a lot.
I didn't mean like. Well, you know, I mean he's Rock Lee. You don't turn down Rock Lee. You know.
Yeah,
what I'm
you're
saying?
really well. Unless you're Sakura.
True.
In which case, that's her loss. What are you doing?
I know. What
I
is she
think I would
doing?
have turned down Rock Lee.
Rock Lee?
In the context, now that I know him, but in the context of
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
had never
at the
met
beginning
her
I
before.
would
If he just came up to
and
you.
saw
Yeah.
her once, it was like, I'm in love with you. Be my boyfriend.
No, see, I
Be my
True.
boyfriend.
I would love that.
Yeah, I know.
I would love the directness of that.
Really?
No more
No.
games.
Sweep me off
See,
my
but
feet
he-
with your
yeah.
leaf
Sweep me off
hurricane.
your
Out
feet
at
and be
first.
my boyfriend.
He
We
weirded me out
can't
at first.
talk.
I needed to get used to
He
him.
weirded you out. No,
Yeah.
I immediately wanted to be that man's husband in Sandler.
Yeah.
He was talking to Raj.
I
Oh,
He
be
said
my
be my
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Got it.
Yeah, I like Guy more than Lee, I think.
Oh my gosh, the
Because
two of them
you are
crack
Guy.
me
Guy
up
is
all
just-
the time.
They're great.
Yo,
You are
it's
Guy.
good back and
You can do
forth.
Guy. You Guy.
I was
can fuck
listening
with
to
You're like a
Morgan
weird
watching the
combination
show,
of
and I was like,
Neji
oh
and
my god,
Guy.
they're incredible.
And she kept talking to me.
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
so I
you're
had to
Guy.
pause it.
Is Guy Neji Sensei?
Yeah.
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 Dude, imagine them training together. That would be so weird.
That is strange.
Because Neji would be like, I'm so depressed about the main and the side branches. And Guy would be like, just do 50 sit-ups. By the way, your hair looks great today.
Who else is on their team?
She's just sitting in the corner doing space buns, playing with a fucking knife because that's her entire moveset.
Dead
She's just
ass.
owning tools.
Yo, she's like for real, like a vegetable now. Like she's gone, bro.
I know, it's true.
Obliterated.
And it's such a cool team, and they have such a cool sensei, and it
Yeah.
sucks that 10-10 sucks, dude. Like, that's
Sucks
just
that
sad.
10-10 sucks.
It does. So Kiba's like, yo, drop out if it's Gara or Neji, and then Hayate announces the next contestants, and what do you know? Surprise, surprise, not even, though. Hinata's gonna be up against Neji.
Did you see Hinata's eyes here? Because
No, I never do.
Well, that's the
She has
point.
no-
The fact that she has very little to no eyes,
Uh-huh.
the amount of emotion that was displayed in her face is crazy.
Yeah.
Like she is such an expressionate person when it comes to like the negative like emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she does happiness very poorly.
She does.
Because she's always afraid. She's either
Exactly.
afraid or like more afraid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
afraid or having a heart attack.
Which is valid. I feel for her a lot. And what you've been saying is how Katie and like Morgan have made me like
Now
Hinata.
everybody's into Hinata.
This is like I'm so with Sakura and Hinata again. Like I'm with them.
That's so good.
We
Did it!
Yay!
So, the two Hyuga meet in the middle of the ring, and Sakura and Naruto are shocked to hear Hinata refer to Neji as brother. Kakashi corrects them, explaining that the two are brethren because they're in like the same clan, but in reality they're more like cousins. So like it's still cool if they
Kill each other.
go. Oh yeah, kill each other.
No, that's not. That's not like in any
God.
context.
Also,
do you think they would?
Not cool if you hook up with your cousin.
Not at all.
Wait, do you think
Hey, listen, we have listeners all over the country, including Alabama.
Do you think they'd like?
Yeah. We do. I hope so.
I think
If you
we
have
lost
sex with your
them.
cousin, write into us.
Let
Let
me
us know.
check.
5 stars.
Yes, Morgan, go. I'm gonna look and see what our listener count is in
I
Alabama.
was just wondering if they would like Byakugan at each other and look deeply into each other's souls.
Yeah, imagine looking into somebody's. 1% of our listeners are from. Oh gosh, we have a lot. All right, everybody. To the 47% of you in Mobile, to the 42% of you in Montgomery, to the 4% of you in Tallahassee, and to the 4% of you in Birmingham. I'm sorry if I offended your relationship with your cousin.
We hope you're happy.
We love you.
Yeah.
Oh no, you just called very many people out.
I hope that. What was that? 4% in Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham, Alabama. That's like a place.
Bro, that's a place.
All,
Yeah.
But all those are places.
Oh right.
That's amazing.
I just feel like it's,
Yeah,
it's like
what?
it's like a.
I've heard of
whatever.
all those places.
I don't know. I don't.
Do your
Dude,
job.
I don't even know all 50
I haven't heard of any of
states.
those
I don't.
places.
Yeah.
I can name 2.
I can name all the states.
I can name-
Only
I can
in a
name
very specific
Florida,
order.
Massachusetts, Vermont.
In the
Wait,
song.
no, I could do
Is the song.
Florida.
Yeah, but it's
And I
not
can
really a
do,
song. It's just
like,
a list with
Montana.
a rhythm.
Yeah, but like my mama was always like, I know the state song.
Oh yeah, wait. You know it as just a list with a song and a rhythm.
Yeah.
Don't you also know it as a list
Yeah.
with a song? Yo, go. Is it the same? Go.
No,
really quick.
it's not
I just
the
want to know if
same.
it's the same. It just
No.
very
Wait.
briefly. I just want to know if it's the same. Katie, can you at least do
Probably
it?
not.
Just do it
Try it.
and
It
Rob
just
say-
starts with the Washington, Oregon. Wait.
What?
I don't
No,
even
You gotta
know.
get into it. Get
No,
into it. Get
no.
into it.
Wait,
Dude,
but
no,
I'm not
I'm
even
saying,
sure
I
how it
only
starts.
know
It just
2
starts
states.
from Washington and then it just goes across the thing.
Oh,
just
that's
like as a list.
Not the one that I knew.
Ah,
Yeah.
what's up with all
Washington,
these
Oregon,
list
California,
songs?
Montana,
Yeah, I'm
Idaho,
not-
Wyoming,
The
Nevada,
one,
Utah,
the one
Colorado.
I knew
it's
is
just,
just
a
in
list.
alphabetical order.
Oh no,
Whoa,
it's just
that's a
a list.
whole even another level.
That's a whole different level.
That's
yeah.
fucking crazy. Dude,
Fun.
yeah, I don't know jack shit about
I
states.
can't do the alphabet backwards.
I was just afraid I was gonna be
No.
wrong if I
Z-
started listening.
What comes next?
ZYXW.
I don't know.
That's all I know.
What is that? Like a U or V?
I know the beginning because every once in a
Probably
while,
V.
someone's like, "Yo, can you say the alphabet backwards?" And you hit them with the ZYXWQ, or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, it's all right. You don't have to do
Like
it."
I didn't think you could do it.
Oh, Ray Charles did a song
Interesting.
called Nifty 50 United States.
Damn.
And then in the middle of it, it goes Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California,
Oh,
Colorado,
wait.
Connecticut.
You don't have to do all 50. You don't have to do all 50.
I can
I'm
never
dedicated.
remember. Wait, that's is it that one or it's like
Wait, how does yours go?
no? That's the. I think that's
The
it.
same as Morgan's?
It's-
Mine
Damn,
is
bro.
different.
Because
Ray
South
Charles
Well, mine was
Tra-
made
no,
up
'cause
by, like,
South
a
Park
teacher at my school.
used it at some point.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Damn, that's awesome. All right, well, so the two Hyuga, Hinata and Neji, meet in the middle of the ring, and Sakura and Naruto are... oh, wait. I totally already read that. Okay, so Hinata and Neji are closer to brother and sister. No.
Wrong.
Take 3. So Hinata and Neji are closer to cousins than brother and sister.
Yes.
Oh my god. This is... I gotta scroll when I'm reading, because otherwise I get lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In fact, Lee interjects, the two are most analogous to a tree trunk and a branch. Hinata, he explains, is descended from the main bloodline in the clan, while Neji is from a side branch. Sakura considers how difficult it must be to be pitted against a family member, but Lee notes that there has purportedly been bad blood between the branches that may make it easier than one would think for them to exchange blood.
Clan T is so funny. And my favorite part that's coming from Rock Lee of all people.
Well, it's exactly like we were talking about. It's probably, he's like training with Guy, and Neji's bitching about the branches, and Lee's just overheard it. And so someone's like, what's up with the branches? And he's like, oh my god, I can tell you so much about the Hyuga've branches.
We've all done it.
Yeah. It's like, I know so much about this drama. I'm not even a part of it.
It's just strange, like, I just love the fact that Lee is someone who like, encourages you, and, like, he's just very determined, but he's also so down to gossip at any time.
Yeah. He gossips very, like, matter-of-factually, you know?
Yeah.
He
He's
just, like...
actually, let me clarify all the tea here.
Actually, let me lay down the tea. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah. I've never seen somebody be so,
He doesn't spill the tea, he pours it.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah. And
like,
but, like,
neatly
It
into
comes
hot,
boiling hot, truly.
Yeah, he's got like one of those, like, you know those things that you put on an end of an alcohol bottle that bartenders use that like it flips upside down and then just like go and then it stops automatically?
Yeah.
No.
I don't drink. We've
That
established
sounds
this.
magic.
It's been 2 years since
Right.
I remember what a drink was.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yes. What about you, Katie?
Not a clue.
All right, general poll. 50% of the podcast knows what that is. Bad reference. Should be 75%.
We have an 11-year-old, bro. Don't drink. If you're 11, don't.
Yeah, don't drink.
Nobody drink. Everybody drink water all the time.
Water all the time. For me, drink at least a whole cup of water when you hear this.
Yeah, you're probably,
Chug.
if you're out there, you're probably not drinking enough water.
Please do.
Yeah.
It's important.
Like, everyone's dehydrated, like, all the time. It's
and
crazy.
and clean water is a right everyone deserves to have. Please fight for it.
Absolutely.
You're the future.
I read a thing that, because I in my brain I was like, oh, I'm always dehydrated, and then I read this article and watched this like interview with a doctor that said, actually your body prevents you from being dehydrated, and that's why you feel thirsty.
Yeah.
So if you don't feel thirsty, you probably aren't dehydrated.
Wait. If you don't feel thirsty, you aren't dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
but then
crazy.
In conjunction with that though, if you do feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't want to be dehydrated. That's not good.
So if you feel thirsty, drink some water.
Yeah.
If you don't feel thirsty,
sip
drink some water.
some water. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't chug. But
Just
if you
don't-
feel thirsty,
don't go like
throw that shit back.
I don't like. Well, I think like what people do is they don't drink unless like it's like with a meal or something, you know. And even then, they only drink a little bit. Like you should be drinking water. Just drink a little water throughout the day.
Well, yeah, Liam, Katie, and I carry around
Giant
quite
water
large
bottles.
water bottles with us everywhere we go.
All
That's true.
the time.
And Raj
Now-
mooches off of a
I
water
do
bottle.
move off water.
And Raj, in your defense, you are more mobile than us.
I am
We
pretty
have our water
mobile.
bottles. We have to, find a place to put your water bottle. It's a struggle.
Usually in my bag.
That's why I don't like carrying the water bottles, because I hate not having a free hand.
Yeah, no, it is annoying, especially when it's cold out and the water's cold, because you
Oh,
want your
yeah.
water to be
I
cold.
put
I'm
it in
just
my
so
bag.
used to it.
Yeah. But
And also
sometimes-
mine has a handle.
Yeah.
it easy.
You
I
have
mean,
a
mine
handle.
technically has a handle,
But that breaks,
But yeah,
But
if
mine
you
is
use the
never
handle,
broken.
it breaks.
Yeah.
Like Liam.
which is scary.
but that's just because Liam is reckless.
That's true. I did throw my water bottle around a lot.
Reckless or ripped?
Reckless.
He just tore the water bottle apart.
But you
I
know
had to
what?
grab it and just ripped it.
How can I say the word reckless to get back into the outline? You know what
Reckless.
isn't reckless? All of the ancient laws passed down through the Hyuga clan. Good?
Yeah.
So Lee is like,
Interesting.
these whatever. It's fine. It's close enough. It's better than no transition
For
at all.
everybody listening, I made a very disappointed face.
I mean, like, I'm just trying to do some transition, you know?
Right.
But yeah, so the ancient laws of the Hyuga clan, Lee likens them to a Kekkei Genkai, like something that's just inherent in their blood. And he alludes to the fact that, like, the side branch broke one of these ancient laws, and that now there's all this friction between them and the main bloodline.
Well, is the law not to fuck your cousin?
Dude! What? Imagine if that was a story arc, like the bad blood that sparks because of a secret love affair between Hinata and
Oh my
what's
gosh.
his name, Neji?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That'd be
I
crazy.
will say, not to spoil anything, these episodes were very, like, sexual sounding.
Well, that's because of Hinata's
Yeah.
voice
They were.
actor.
Hinata's
Yeah,
voice
she does
actor
sound
was
But
like
like-
also, They did not have to include the sound. They didn't have to say to the voice actor, hey, grunt?
Yeah. Dude, it was, I had to go into the other room. And, like, my fucking roommate watches Naruto, but I was still like, I feel like I shouldn't watch this with him.
I think for the rest of this episode of the podcast, I'm just going to make, in the background, tiny little Hinata
Can you
noises.
make, like, scary, but, like scary but Hinata noises? Like a ghost, but, like, a sexy ghost?
A sexy Hinata ghost?
I don't think I can do that. I can either do Hinata or Ghost. Absolutely.
That would be my example. Okay, so.
Please stop. Please don't do that.
And that's enough.
Every once in a while, take us by surprise with just one.
Just little ones.
So Hayate, cigarette boy, Proctor,
boy.
initiates the family feud, but before the action begins, Neji imparts a warning to Hinata. He demands that she withdraw, insisting that she's too gentle, cowardly, and manipulatable to win.
What?
Surprised I was able to say that word. Manipulatable?
Nice.
You really broke it down by
Is that even
syllables.
right? Manipulatable. Yeah.
Manipulative.
Yeah, I left myself a little
that a
note. I was like,
word?
Liam, look out. Manipulatable is coming up.
Manipulative.
We're ready to say this. Yeah. There's also a word in here. This is an old segment, of course, but there's a word in this outline that's whole-ass thesaurus. Like, I didn't know it at all. I don't, like, thinking about the word, I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't even learned it yet. It's not even up in my vernacular.
That's weird. There's so many words that I
I
know
blacked
the
out.
meaning of, but I won't be able to tell what the meaning of it is.
Yeah.
It's like I can use belligerently, like
I
like,
could use
do
the
that
word,
right.
but I couldn't tell you what the definition
Exactly.
is.
Yeah.
I could use it. Can't tell you.
Belligerent. A
Belligerent.
classic.
That's a classic.
A classic big word to impress your principal.
You're in the 4th grade. That's what you need to do. Just say the word belligerent.
So, Neji preys belligerently on Hinata's insecurity, reinforcing that she should have remained a genin, and he's like, yo, you only registered for these cheating exams because Kiba and Shino wanted to do them, which, remember they said that's Sakura too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little sexist.
She's I think Hinata unfortunately is the guys. Can we please?
I'm not gonna stop. It's a character. It's Halloween.
Ooh. Morgan's actually in a Halloween costume right now.
This is so.
Okay, what
but,
was it?
I think Hinata is such like a blank. What's it called? Like an easel.
Yeah.
Like a blank canvas.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. But that's a very accurate Hinata line.
Yeah.
Just nothing.
And I think she's just like a character where you can kind of like project everyone's insecurities on, because that like literally you're getting Naruto's problems, you're getting Sakura's problems, you're even getting Lee and Neji and Shino and Kiba, like they're all throwing shit onto her.
That's why Hinata's actually the easiest to like of everyone, because you can just put your stuff on
Yeah.
her. Wow.
She's meant to be the most relatable character.
As
truly.
Neji will say later,
Insane.
that's a heavy burden.
That's a
that
heavy
she
burden,
bears,
yeah.
You know?
It's hard to be relatable
Yeah.
oh,
to everyone.
Yeah.
I love him.
Now, those are good observations, but
Yeah.
Neji's not so much, because Hinata rejected them, declaring that she registered for the exams to see if she could change. And then Kurenai, her sensei, has this little flashback to when she recruited Hinata. Kurenai, the sensei, she went to the main home of the Hyuga branch, and she saw the leader of the branch training Hinata's younger sister, Hanabi, right? Now...
I was a little bit confused.
Yeah, I thought
during
that
this
was
whole part.
Wait,
Not
that was
I
the younger
thought
sister?
that was
Yes.
they were talking about her, and
Yeah.
then they mentioned, like, it was a whole, just the way that they set it up didn't make
was
sense, and I
confusing.
thought that was Hinata.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was
thought she
like,
just
why did
cuts
they
her
call her
hair.
that? Why is her hair brown? Why isn't it blue?
I had to pull up the manga because I was confused. The manga's also confusing. It's got nothing.
Yeah, what?
You know what it is? It's because they talk about Neji more. Like, obviously, you know, like, he's got more episodes coming up, so they just don't explain anything here.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because this... Was that another...
Sorry, my foot, no, that was a me noise.
Oh.
That was Hinata, but Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I was like...
My foot's asleep, and...
if only Chris Hansen had the Octagon back in you know... back in 2000.
Dude, I would have loved to see the ultimate pop star versus Chris
Michael
Hansen.
Jackson versus Chris Hansen.
I had a huge joke in high school where I was just calling for the prosecution of Michael Jackson. Well, yeah, but yeah, I wanted Michael Jackson in chains. They were like, Raj, he's dead. You can, like, we could get a skeleton in. We
Yeah.
can
Put
get
some
some
chains in,
handcuffs.
Yeah.
Skeleton and chains.
I want to see him on trial, and I want to
Put his skeleton on trial?
yeah, bro.
Put a
Macaulay
little-
Culkin
Ooh.
and Who the fuck was the other kid?
The Haley Joel Osment?
No. He made a really ass album.
I don't know.
He was in another. But whatever. His name is.
Oh wait, the kid from Terminator 2?
Wait,
Edward Furlong? Was it Edward Furlong?
No.
Sorry, these are just celebrity names now.
Yeah.
but what matters is Michael Jackson.
I want to see them have peace.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson did it.
Yeah.
Like, for sure.
Man.
No, it's scary.
I
man.
love Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
That I watched this YouTube channel that I'm not gonna name drop because they have a podcast and only listen to our podcast.
Just listen to our podcast.
But he was on their channel and he's like funny as
Two
fuck.
things. So
Michael Jackson.
No. Macaulay Culkin.
Oh.
And amazing thing about Macaulay Culkin, he changed his middle name to Macaulay Culkin, which is fucking like I know it's like that's so like whatever like internet like whatever, but Macaulay Culkin is a great fucking
But
name.
also he goes by Mac.
That's also great.
It's like that was the fakest thing.
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
No, he's like a real human being.
Yeah.
Because he kind of fell off the face of the earth
Right.
and then came back.
But he's like cool now.
And he's like a cool dad.
I know.
And he like paints his nails and he like is really funny, but like.
So I'll tell you the biggest, most like relevant to us thing about Macaulay Culkin is one of my biggest podcast inspirations, The Weekly Planet. But only listen to our podcast. But it's a podcast that I've listened to for a long time, and he listens to them, and they're not that big, you know. Like it's kind of big, but like
Corey Feldman. That's the other kid.
Corey Feldman. Why do I know that name?
Because he's another kid affected by Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but why would I know that name? I
Is it
don't
Corey
know
Mouse?
things.
No. He was he's kind of like a celebrity now. Not really.
Corey Feldman.
He was another child actor.
Yeah.
He made a really ass album.
Interesting.
Angelic to the Core.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. All right. Well, either way.
Oh, I'm gonna say.
Either way, I hope you guys find peace. But you're also pieces of shit on your own, so please be better people.
Yeah. Well, what a somber.
Wow.
See, sometimes the scariest things are.
Oh, he was in the Goonies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes the real Goonies were the king of pop all the time.
Yeah.
So
Michael Jackson.
Cora and I went to the Hyuga house to like pick up Hinata, and Cora and I warned the Hyuga leader. She was like, "Yo, being a Genin is like hard." But the Hyuga leader shrugged off her admonition, declaring Hinata a failure, worth less than even Hanabi. Her little sister is 5 years younger because Hinata like can't do anything. Then the Hyuga man, he didn't even look at Kurenai. He was just like, "We have no use for a failure of an heir." Then Kurenai left their place, and Hinata was like right outside. She had overheard everything.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah, not good looks. Not good looks, man. Not very cash money.
Oh my god, who are you?
Yeah.
I just don't think that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but why did you say it like
Not very cash money.
It's not cash money at
Yeah.
all.
I'm just trying to make it, I'm just trying to put it, plain and simple.
He's appealing to the youth.
Yeah, exactly.
I know many youth. None of the youth say that.
My youth say that.
I'll have to text Eli, see what the youth are saying.
I taught a 3-year-old what vibes meant and what vibing was. That's my
Oh,
legacy
no.
forever.
That's amazing.
Because there's just a little kid and there's like
3-year-old. They
there's
must
a
have
praying
giant
mantis.
heads.
Huge. And there's a praying mantis just standing there, and
An actual one?
yeah, and I was the kid was like, "Raj, what is he doing?" And my instinct was to just go, "He's just vibing."
Just vibing.
Which is true. That's
That's
all
what the
they
bug
do.
was doing.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Praying
And the kid
mantis
looked at me and was like,
bugs
"What?"
are freaking cool.
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" He's like, "What are you
They're
talking
just little
about, Raj?"
guys,
I'm
and they're
like,
just-
"Do you know what vibing means?" And then he's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna teach you."
What a wholesome thing to teach a
Yeah,
child.
that's so fun.
Yeah, especially about just a bug, just vibing.
Everybody
vibing.
should appreciate praying manti.
I disagree.
You don't like 'em?
I love praying mantis.
It's not that I don't like them. I just hate that they're so
Manti.
safeguarded, you know?
Mantis.
Because people say
Oh,
you
'cause they're
should.
endangered.
Well, they're endangered. Like people are saying you shouldn't kill them, but also very clearly people still kill them.
Yeah.
I think that we should take a stance and move them all somewhere into an enclosure or like a giant like ocean.
Yeah.
Like an
A
ocean.
giant ocean.
Okay, so
They
imagine.
drown.
Okay, no. 'Cause the way I think about the world is not in the context of now, but in 40 years, what people will find. So like eventually, like there's gonna be some explorers.
Is 40 years what you're saying is when people are going to be exploring like this time like it's ancient?
It just like the remains of our world.
Yeah, we'll probably be like 3 world wars deep in like 30 years.
Because the iconic imagery a lot of like future dystopian
World
American
War.
movies use is people like the original Planet of the Apes. Him finding out the Statue of Liberty. That's insane.
Spoilers
So imagine
for
this.
Planet of the Apes.
Imagine if we have a crazy, just like in the middle of the ocean, just a huge bubble filled with all the praying mantises of the world.
Okay, so you're not saying just put them in the ocean. You're saying
I was like,
put them
oh
in
you're
no,
gonna
I don't want to
I was like, Raj, they
drown.
drown.
Yeah,
No.
Raj, they don't
That
breathe
is interesting,
water.
though.
I don't
thought you were
think
gonna
that
tell us
people
how
should
we
kill
learned to
bugs
breathe
unless
water.
they are
No.
in danger of being killed by the bug.
I do think
Yeah.
we're gonna get underwater at some point. Our evolution's gonna force
Oh yeah,
us
most
down.
definitely.
yeah,
Yo,
because
it's
the world
an
is
arc up
melting.
and then an arc down.
Yeah.
What was I thinking about praying mantises? That would be a really cool scene in like an indie movie. Like you go to this giant bubble and you open it up and it's just full of praying mantises.
That'd be
But
crazy.
they've evolved into large creatures.
And then it gets like crazier and crazier. Then it just cuts and you're back.
Well,
in the
no,
real world.
I think at that point a cooler scene would be you see them dead because they eat each other. They're like, what else are you gonna do?
Oh my god, but they do.
Yeah,
That's creepy.
So imagine, and
Praying manti
That's
eat
such a
there's
good
only gonna
metaphor.
be one left, just one, and he survives.
Yo.
a giant
So
praying
then
manti.
we can't put them all together.
Well, that's
Well, no,
the
we
thing.
Put them in their
can.
own little separate bubbles.
And then they'll evolve.
They
and
will
they'll become
have to
stronger than
evolve,
us
yeah.
ever.
They
Because,
can probably swim at that point and like breathe
yeah,
underwater
they'll swim out and then walk on land and they'll be
So
like.
what we're saying is appreciate praying manti.
before they
Yeah.
fucking come and take over the world.
Because they will. They're getting
They
stronger.
will come here. It is people like us who decided whether we could instead of deciding whether we shouldn't.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And praying mantises are next. Whatever. In the present, Kurenai considers how much Hinata has struggled to get where she is. Neji, however, continues to decry her as a pampered main brancher.
He's annoying. He's like Ben Shapiro, bro.
He
Dead ass.
totally is.
He's like facts, not feelings. Get the fuck out of here.
Actually, the fact of the matter is that people can't change their nature. A failure is always a failure.
That was
fuck
so
off, you
annoying.
dick.
What?
Fuck him, yeah. And that hits Naruto really hard, because Naruto
Yeah.
is a fuck up. Like, that's his whole gimmick.
I will give it to Neji though.
Yeah.
And he really did give her a chance to say, he said, you know what? I'm not even gonna beat her up. I'm just gonna bully her out of this
Yeah.
match. So truthfully, he could have just like straight up ripped her.
He
head
could have
off.
killed her, yeah.
It's,
But yeah,
It's sad. It's
but
really
we
sad,
see,
yeah.
especially a little later, that for these two, I feel like the words hit harder than the blows.
No,
They
definitely.
do.
And the idea that
This is a gentle fist.
this
really
is the
do.
true gentle fist.
Damn.
That's crazy.
The real
know
gentle
what that
fist was
means.
their words all along.
But yeah, the idea of just.
That's what they call their taijutsu style. I'll get to it in just a sec.
But Neji, the idea of him going like, "Hey, you should just forfeit. I will win."
Yeah.
That's really terrifying.
Yeah.
So on one hand,
And
it's
he has no eyes, which is scary too.
Oh yeah,
So
imagine just a
scary.
no-eye person just going like, "You're garbage."
Just
you're
imagine it
worthless."
because it's Halloween special. You're garbage. You're worthless. Spider-Man. Oh, it's Willem Dafoe.
So he texted me, he's like, "What voice should I do today?" And he was like, "Well, should I do Willem Dafoe?" And I was like, "Nah, try Gaston."
That's the scariest voice there is.
I think Gaston's terrifying.
Join me, Spider-Man, and together we could rule this city.
Did you work on Gaston? Did
I'm
you do
sorry,
it?
can you do Gilbert Gottfried?
Oh, that would be the same bad impression. Gaston?
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't know what he sounds like.
Wait, why don't you
You
know
don't
what
know
he sounds
Gaston?
I'm not intimately familiar with Beauty and the Beast.
Well, I'm not either.
Why
I
did
know
you say it
Gaston.
with that weird intonation that you just did?
Beauty and the
No, I
Beast.
don't know. I don't know what Gaston sounds like. I know he says that thing about 12 dozen eggs, because that's so many eggs.
Well,
Oh my god!
He-
Fun fact about Beauty and the Beast: when they're buying the eggs,
you see Naruto in the background.
no,
Just
That would
saying.
be cool.
no, but she like goes to buy like 3 eggs, and he says no, too much, because Gaston is eating all of them.
So
It's
he's
his fault.
He's out of eggs?
No,
Okay.
because it's supply and demand. So they're like they don't have that many, so they cost way more because Gaston's eating all of them.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
That's a
Yeah.
weird
I
age.
don't know.
The
I saw it on
economics
Reddit.
of,
Cool.
of Beauty and the Beast is a terrifying reality.
I love
Truly,
that.
the real beast was.
Yo, was
1%.
capitalism! The real beast is capitalism!
We need to end capitalism now. Actually,
I'm sick of the 1% being
This-
part of the main branch!
this entire
Good, right?
that's
That's
really
Bernie
it. That's the real villain
That's
voice
great.
there. That was terrifying. But the entire what's happening right now with Hinata and Neji is a metaphor for the 1% versus the 99%.
It is!
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
weird thing is, Hinata's the 1%.
Yeah.
That's the, like, twist.
Because
you
that's the
know?
thing, because 1%
Yeah.
are really weak people. They're just
Yeah.
weak old men with a lot of money.
But
So that's
they-
what keeps
but
them
they-
safe.
She's so obviously like the good guy.
And
in
she's
that
like sweet,
scenario.
and Neji, who's like the actual good guy, because he's like, what do you call it, the proletariat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he fucking is made to seem like an asshole. So there's like 4
Yeah.
levels going on.
But but I was like, hearing Neji say everything to Hinata, I get it.
Yeah. It's pretty nuanced.
He's right to be angry at her.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but also,
He
he
doesn't
is...
be a dick about it.
The part I really disagree with was the people can't change thing. That makes me mad.
No.
Anything about like the.
But it's just
society.
interesting, you
But
know?
but
I think he's also saying people can't change is because people have never, like, around him have never tried to change him. They've always looked down
Yeah,
upon him.
and he's been part of this whole fucking system that never changed.
Do you think
Yeah.
like a millionaire can change? Like, do you think Bill Gates will ever stop being Bill Gates?
And that's the thing, because you want to say...
No, but it's will they or can they?
Well, that's the
Can
thing,
they?
and you
I don't
want to
think
say
they
can they, but it is a question. That's why I feel like both of them are kind of valid, you know? Like, of course Hinata wants to be a person, but Neji can only see her as this figure of the fucking main branch. Yeah. So it's like...
Oh, he's not fighting her, he's fighting the main branch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's fighting the fact that he's a fucking second-caste citizen just because of his fucking how he was born.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Or if you're...
Did you say second caste,
it?
or was that...
I did say second
Because
caste.
that actually works so much better.
Yeah,
than
right?
second
I
class.
thought
That's
so,
so good. Oh my god.
Okay, right. But saying that a failure is always a failure hits Naruto especially hard, of course. And
it was
Neji,
so cute that he was getting mad for her in
Yeah.
the fight.
But
I
it was also
so
kind of for
excited
him, you know?
I know. But like she heard it in a way. I'm sure.
Right. But, so Neji pushes on. He's like, you can train, you can study, you can change how you look, but deep down you'll always be the same. He insists that people must live with this fact, just like how he lives with being part of the lesser branch, which is like what Raj and I were just talking about. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Neji claims that he can see these truths because of his Byakugan eye, baiting Hinata by saying she really wants to run. While Hinata protests, Sakura asks Kakashi what the Byakugan is, which is interesting because I figured that it had already been explained because we saw it so much in the Forest of Death. But yeah, I guess that it just was never really talked about, huh? Well, Kakashi explains that the Byakugan is the Hyuga clan's Kekkei Genkai. That's a lot of made-up words in one sentence. But it's a...
he's just saying shit at this
Yeah,
point.
Byakugan Hyuga clan Kekkei Genkai.
But that's, even he's just like, oh, that's his Kekkei Genkai. It's this bloodline trait.
Yeah,
He knows, like, a lot of people aren't going to remember what the fuck that was.
Exactly. But basically, it's a visual jutsu, which apparently the Sharingan was derived from, you know, like
which is
in
crazy.
ancient times. Yeah, exactly. And apparently, in like raw insight granted by the jutsu, the Byakugan is more powerful than the Sharingan. In the arena below, Neji activates the dojutsu. Remember, dojutsu is eyeball jutsus.
Oh,
Just a fun little...
I forgot about that.
I know.
Will there be a quiz?
I'm writing it down for my,
Oh my god,
my
that would be a
notes.
fun real radio episode.
A quiz?
If you quizzed us on all of the different
Naruto
things.
trivia.
I would fail so bad.
We should do that. We should tally up things. That'd be so fun.
What are the names
Wait,
of those...
that would be so fun.
What are the names of those needles that they always throw? I remember because of how many fucking times I've written the word Senbon.
Senbon.
I would
How
not
many
know
bells was on Orochimaru's jacket?
When they were...
to study.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have to study for our quiz.
Oh my god,
that would be so funny.
We could do that
instead
like
of watching
for
something.
our last episode that we record before winter break. We could do that for like our final for Naruto.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
This is the end of this
That's so
semester.
We
funny.
have-
'Cause
Yeah, we're gonna do something. We'll do something. I'll think of something. Anyways, in the arena below, Neji. So he activated his dojutsu, and Hinata trembles with fear, looking away from her cousin. First, and this is important, to the upper left side, and then down and to the right.
I'm sorry.
What?
I just did it again.
she made
like-
so many noises right there. I wrote her sounds are so annoying in my notes.
Oh yeah, because it was another whole clip of just her trembling.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't just Morgan being Morgan?
It was Morgan.
Okay.
Because Morgan famously always goes,
Well, allegedly, yes, a lot now.
allegedly.
So I just thought you were just... Because you said you were going to do them randomly. I was like, all right, that's just...
Well, I'm gonna do
Morgan
them randomly, but they're gonna fit into
Yeah, you're
like, what
making
we're
it. It
talking
is.
about.
It's true. It's actually adding to the
Oh my
the
God.
experience, like as if you're watching the episode.
Wait, okay, because when you wrote down your notes, I thought you were just straight up calling Morgan annoying. Like, I thought you were just calling out Morgan.
Damn, Katie. All
I
right.
was like, all right, Katie, sending shots.
But,
on air.
Neji utilizes his hyper-analytical abilities to recognize that the first gaze was Hinata dwelling on the failures of her past, while the second was her thinking of all of the mental and physical agony in her life. Yeah, it's... And
Does
also...
Hinata make that noise too?
But also, she doesn't even have...
Raj. Listen, I'm about to get real spooky right now. You know, cut it out.
Those are just spooky noises, sorry.
Mine are better.
Yeah,
Sort of more like a monkey.
yeah.
Welcome to the monkey hour.
Monkey
Monkey
House. Right. Well, yes. I was just saying that it's annoying that Hinata's dwelling on her past physical agony when she's part of the fucking 1%.
Yeah.
Hinata was, according to Neji at least, wondering if the experiences in her life had prepared her for this match, extrapolating on them to predict the outcome, but only seeing defeat. Neji continues, recognizing the subtle barrier Hinata has created between the two of them with her arms. She's just sort of like she's like biting her fingers, so she's holding her arms up in front of her mouth. And Neji's like, oh, you're desperate to prevent me from raiding further into your mind because everything I'm saying is true. Naruto above is like trembling with rage. Yeah, but Neji doesn't stop. He calls out Hinata's that nervous tick of putting her finger to her lips to like suppress her panic. But of course, that effort is futile. Whether Hinata, hyperventilating from Neji's cruelty, admits it or not, she is who she is. And there's no healing ointment powerful enough to cure that.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
The
Good sentence, right?
Yeah.
Bro.
So good that Liam started ham boning.
Bro, I came up with that sentence on the Stairmaster today. I was like, damn, should I text them and say, guys, can you act proud of me? Because I feel really proud of this sentence.
I think the good sentence.
That was organic
was a good
pride.
sentence.
But
That was,
this
yeah.
The portrayal of anxiety and like a panic attack and stuff
Bitch.
is insane.
Bitch felt that.
And that's the thing, like, you can say that Hinata's, like, annoying and, like, doesn't, I'm leaning so far away, and, like, doesn't, care about the fight or whatever, you know, and she's all, like, trembly.
She's
It's like a panic
frozen.
attack.
She's
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
I'd be too. Like, she's so relatable. You could kind of just throw any amount of emotion in her, and you like, oh, like, because like definitely everyone like right now has felt like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
She's very easy to put yourself onto, man.
Exactly, and
For
and that just makes it more
She's
terrifying
awesome.
because you know, like, if you were to face someone like Neji, you're like, you can
Yeah.
put yourself in the shoes right now. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. He's fucking
Yeah.
scary, bro.
Not only is he's like physically scary,
Yeah.
he's like shitting on her life.
He's like, because Gaara,
bitch.
Gaara is spooky, right?
Yeah.
Like when he killed Shigure and he was,
but he's like
you
in
know?
a school shooter way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Neji's scary, like,
He's more so like
it's more insidious.
Yeah, no, he's evil.
Yeah, 'cause
Gaara is like, okay, in a weird way, Gaara's he's just a dude with a lot of power. He wants to kill. He's a psychopath.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
he's crazy. But Neji's downright evil right now. This is just like coming for because like. This is Hinata's whole thing. She's been told she's worthless and she's trying to be better. And then being told from your own clan, who's been hyped up this whole time. The entire time in the Raptors, she's been told, like, he's the rookie to beat.
Yeah,
He's the
yeah.
rookie to
Yeah.
beat straight. That he thinks you are the worst person. That you should just...
that'd be so scary.
that's right.
Terrifying.
I mean, yeah. Imagine if Sakura had gone up against Neji.
Oh, that's not even... He would just go, you're not worth my time, and slap the shit out of
Yeah.
her.
He would have put the back of his hand on her tit so hard that she would have died.
That's what the Hyuga actually do. They actually do just to put their hands on each other softly. So, Naruto decides that he can't listen to any more of Neji's tirade. He calls out from above for Hinata to prove him wrong, encouraging her to take action that will disprove his bullshit prophecies.
Did you guys appreciate Naruto yelling? Like, this time?
Yes, because it was like he was supporting her versus like I mean she pointed out herself for
Okay,
later,
so if it's
but,
if it's for Hinata, you accept that it's good.
yeah.
Because even for Hinata, as much as I want to like it, I hated it. I was on Sakura's side this time.
Yeah?
I was like, dude, shut up. Please, dear God, shut up
No, yeah,
already.
and he felt just so outsidery.
Yeah.
Like, this fight is about the main branch and the side branch. This is
Literally.
not...
This is not your bubble to
she
be
would have
in.
given up, I think, earlier if he wasn't yelling.
Well, I think
True.
this was the important yelling from Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is important for Hinata.
I wish
For
they did.
Hinata?
Yeah.
Like, she had only ever, like, dreamt of Naruto. Like, he
Yeah.
was this, like, unachievable thing, and, like,
Yeah.
she, like,
She only lives
adored
for
him.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he was on her side.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
was talking to her.
Right.
Not, like,
Exactly.
Which is,
her.
but it's good for her, but
Exactly.
it's also like, it is a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Neji glares at Naruto, upset by his annoying outburst. But when he looks back to Hinata, like you were saying, it does work. She's facing him with this immense resolve. He warns her again to forfeit. Hinata, however, silently thanks Naruto for encouraging her, and she thinks back to all the times that he didn't give up or go back on his word, while she weaves hand signs. Then she unleashes her own Byakugan. She adopts a battle stance and refuses to run anymore.
Her battle stance is crazy.
The little
That's
pivot.
yeah. It's how
It's
I
so
like
good.
dance when I have no limbs. It's just like
Wait,
a
Raj,
weird.
you don't have
Yeah,
limbs?
her like,
No, so when I get really
positions.
fucked up and I want to dance, and the fact that like I have double jointed arms, it just feels like everything's broken and Exactly like that. And you guys can't see it at home, but Katie just spread out her arms and they
broke herself.
Yeah,
just
and
kind
they
of
might be
contorted them.
Oh, no.
Katie, I respect that so much. And like the thing is, like I look over there and like it looks normal. You know, like that doesn't.
Wait, can your arms do that, bro?
That's exactly what my arms do.
Oh, jeez.
I don't believe you, Raj.
Katie,
Yeah,
that's not.
But that
great.
doesn't look bad for me. Like I see that, I'm like, oh, that's so okay. So like it helps me get over my
it's
insecurity
great,
of it.
and
you
it's
know?
like.
Yay, that's so good.
Yeah.
Yes, be proud of your double jointed arms, but also. It's not what I'm used to. It's surprising. That's all I'm saying.
It is surprising. It's crazy.
Yeah. Lee, Rock Lee, the man with the mushroom hat, haircut, recognizes Hinata and Neji's identical poses as indicative of the Hyuga fighting style, the most effective taijutsu in the entire village.
Imagine being so good at taijutsu that you call someone else the most effective taijutsu.
Yeah,
like, that's gotta suck for Lee.
that's Lee's whole gimmick, and yet these cats are better at it. Yeah, Lee explains that this is part of the reason that he thinks that Neji's the strongest genin in Konoha history. What? That's wild, because Lee doesn't know his fucking history books, man. He just met one strong kid, and he was like, "Oh, you must break all the records."
It's all of history.
All of history is just what you think it is. I don't think about any other school, like what's happening right now.
I will say there have only been 4 Hokage total, and the third one is still like he's back.
You ever think about that? I think about this a lot. The fact that the musicians and artists and all that from our school are going to be the only famous people in the future. I don't think about any other school or any other poppin' rapper, singer, artist, or anyone.
The scariest thing is that like in all of my photo classes we talk about like famous photographers, and there's so many kids in the photo program, and we're all trying to be famous photographers, and we're really not gonna be. And I like look at them sometimes and I'm like, you're not gonna be, I'm not gonna be, you're also not gonna be, you could be. You're
what's amazing,
get on your shit because you could do it.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I feel like it's amazing when you meet an art kid that's like, because you forget that at every art school the same kind of stuff that's happening here is happening. And then every once in a while you meet a kid and it's like, oh wait, you are special even.
Yeah, you're gonna be
like, you're gonna be something. Yeah, that's always an amazing thing.
Which is, it's kind of a terrifying feeling because when you're not one of those art kids, or you're definitely not gonna, like in Morgan's position where you accepted that you won't be famous. I hope you do, but you accepted
it's so like in photography it's so hard because unless you do something completely groundbreaking, nobody's
especially because
that's
like fucking
terrifying.
I don't want to be a famous photographer. Like I want to teach art, and that's what I'm doing. But like a lot of these people want to be famous like fashion photographers. And I'm like, no fucking way. Like
it's just scary to look yourself in the mirror next to someone who's definitely gonna be famous and go, oh, I'm not gonna be something, but I hope I could be on your journey to something.
That's wild.
It's
that was
like
a great sentence.
That was a good sentence.
Thank you. I'd say it to myself in the mirror a lot.
Oh, bro, no. You could be famous. What if you are?
Well, I want to be the most famous background guy possible.
Okay.
Just like in the background of everything.
Oh,
you just want to do so much stuff that everybody's like, isn't that guy Raj that did that one thing?
That's the thing I want to do is the way I see myself. I want to be in the background of so many things that once I finally get any ounce of big mainstream attention, someone just kind of puts it all together. It's like, oh no, wait, he was here, and it all becomes one giant thing.
Your dream is for there to be like a crazy theory that starts on a Chan, moves to a Reddit, and then goes to the news.
Exactly. I want people to talk about like just a picture of my foot and how that correlates to 20 years later when I'm on the top of a building or something.
And 20 years after that, when the world is just full of a big circle with praying mantises inside.
Raj is the giant prayer.
Wow.
Praying mantis.
Paranormal mantis.
Hey, we're taking
all
it back.
All 4 of us simultaneously just had a stroke.
The battle begins, and Hinata rushes forward with a decisive punch to Neji's face, which he blocks. She immediately follows up with an array of strikes, which he dodges, and matches perfectly. Though the blows are blocked and evaded, we see... Oh, actually, this is cool. We see, like, while they're punching each other, like, the chakra explodes around them with every hit, and it looks really heavy, all their punches, you know?
This is a good fight scene.
Yeah, and it's weird because for both these episodes, actually, especially later in the next one, the animation mostly sucks, except the fights. The fights look so fucking clean. Yeah. Eventually, Hinata manages to force Neji back with a slight hit to his side. Naruto and Sakura can't understand how such an attack could have affected Neji, but Lee explains, as he always does, that with the Hyuga gentle fist style, that's
gentle fisting.
Yeah, that's what this taijutsu is. Well, sure. Even a glancing blow can be devastating. Guy expounds on his pupil's point, contrasting the taijutsu that he and Lee use, which focuses on powerful strikes which deal heavy damage, like your standard real-life actual fighting, with that of the Hyuga clan, which targets internal organs and the chakra network of the body.
So scary.
Yeah. Though it's less thrilling to watch, the gradual internal degradation wrought by this technique produces devastating results. After all, you can't train your organs to be resistant to an attack. So, like, even...
It's just...
Shit.
I think it's canon
That's
now
like
that...
Nightmare in Ninja Town.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah.
I think it's canon, another throwback.
Fuck.
That Lee can't grow back his eardrum.
Yeah.
Because you can't... Because Guy and Kakashi are like, you can't... You can train your body all you want.
But
your
you
internal
can't.
organs are...
Yeah. So this is him being like, by the way, I'm deaf. Like, that's fine.
Say that again louder.
What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking about a magical healing cream that just heals things? Let me just turn my deaf ear to you. Can I get some of that? Come on.
Just put it in my ear.
What's going on? Naruto, finger my freaking gentle fist in my ear over here. I'm just trying to get some freaking cream. Hey, yo. Neji and Hinata continue their deadly dance, with Hinata
Deadly dance.
with Hinata actually managing to put pressure on Neji. It's true. It is. Naruto cheers in celebration, but Sakura is too distracted to join him, dumbfounded by how the two below are targeting each other's chakra networks. Naruto asks his teammate to explain the chakra network.
Network.
Bakra.
Cartoon Network.
Do-do-do.
Wait, how does it go? Down, now. Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
Oh, wait, is it Bandit?
On Hulu, if you watch fucking
Dun,
Cartoon
dun,
Network
dun,
shows,
dun. Yeah.
it's like, down, pew, banana.
Are we okay? I think we're doing two different eras of
We are.
Cartoon
We are.
Network. Okay.
Yours is fuck. What is it?
Mine's like-
Can you do it?
Dude, wait.
It's with the logo that opens, right?
Yeah,
That's old school.
Yeah, that's the one where like shows are like 15 minutes long and like Flapjack and Chowder being shown.
Yo, you know Naruto's from Cartoon Network, so this is on fucking theme.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
isn't that wild?
Oh, I thought that's why you were doing it the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just like Cartoon Network.
Yeah, Cartoon
Then it
Network.
sounds like
Well, it was really good for a point.
Yeah.
And
It's
then,
still like some of the most high quality animation existing today is coming out of Cartoon Network.
I think not the stuff they show on TV. They have like, if you go to like their social medias and stuff, sometimes they get independent animators to do like
everything's
shorts.
independent, bro.
Yeah, they get like specific people to do like little shorts that they put out.
Yeah.
And those are really
But no,
good.
they pick those people up for series. Like hella all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
Infinity
yeah.
Train that just came out, YouTube short. OKKO, YouTube short.
Dude, that's all. Like Channel Frederator really paved the way a lot.
Bro, yeah, it's exactly Frederator. Yeah.
Frederator did so much. Bee and Puppy Cat and
Yeah.
and like Bravest Warriors. the whole
Exactly,
thing. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network is very good for cartoons.
Oh, Norton, you would love Bravest Warriors.
Yeah. No.
And Katie, you would like Bee and Puppy Cat more. You were definitely Bee and
That's
Puppy Cat person.
Nothing
any of
has
these are.
encompassed both of our personalities.
I
more
think
than those words
even
we
with the
just
names
said.
you can tell. Yeah. Morgan, you're a Bravest Warriors person, and Katie, you're a Bee and Puppy Cat person.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
Bee and Puppy Cat's really good.
It
I
is
like
actually,
over
yeah,
Bravest
it's very good.
Warriors.
They're both very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Naruto asks his teammate to explain the chakra network, and Lee steps in to explain it for Sakura. Is just exasperated. She can't explain any more fucking bullshit to Naruto. Lee explains that, okay, so this is like new biology that's exclusive to the Naruto world. Basically, in Naruto people have like a second system of canals within their body that's like very similar to our vascular system. But like instead of nerves, for them it's this second system of tightly interwoven like tubes that carry chakra, and they're all really tightly wrapped around their vital organs. So which means that if you damage the chakra network, the body parts like your organs and stuff are damaged too. Naruto is amazed that Lee is so smart, but like Sakura punches him for being so dumb and not knowing that in the fucking first place, which is fair. That's like not knowing if you had blood like veins.
Yeah,
You know? That's insane.
that's true.
Lee has no time for their games because he's focused entirely on Neji's match because Neji's his rival, man. Sakura wonders how the Hyuga are able to target this invisible chakra network, but Kakashi reveals that there is little invisible to the Byakugan. Not only can the Hyuga see chakra networks, but they can infuse their physical strikes with chakra. So like they it's like a scalpel but made of chakra, and they drill into their opponent's body, directly hitting the chakra network. Hinata and Neji both they go in and they both seem to land this really hard blow on one another's chests. Naruto cheers from above because it does look like Hinata managed to land a hit, but it's actually really unclear what happened and who sustained more damage. And that's how the episode ends. We get their fighting style explained. We see an X-ray image inside of their bodies, and you see all their chakra networks and stuff, like what the Byakugan sees. But it ends with that hit, and we don't know.
And there's like a little like a heart like thing that pops up.
Yeah, we see like a heart beat. We just see it beat. It's not even.
That's a good ending. Take note, last few episodes. That's a good way to end the fight.
That is such a
it's like what is this? What is this heart? What's going on?
Yeah.
And
if that was like the break for like, and it's like, oh, and next week, like we weren't gonna watch the next one this week, I would have been so upset.
That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, but it immediately continues in episode 47. At the beginning of episode 47, Hinata and Neji stand frozen together, with the match's observers wondering what will happen next. Suddenly. So, Raj, like you were saying at the end of 46, you see the heart.
Yeah.
But now it flashes to it and you see it palpitate.
Yeah.
And we realize it's Hinata's heart because she coughs up a mouthful of blood.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah. And then we see, because we saw them both do that strong hit towards each other, but we didn't see what hit. And now we see, like, in between them, and basically Neji has one of his hands held out like a spear with his fingers pointed directly at Hinata's heart. Mm-hmm. And his other hand is twisted away on the inside of her because he pushed her attack away from him.
This is how I used to get bullied. Straight up. A bully in elementary school would just jab me like Neji does. It's very personal every time I see it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you got like PTSD from this episode?
Constantly, yeah. I was like, I remember back just walking the hallway and just he'd be like, "Yo, Raj," I'm like, "What's up?" And then I get jabbed by 4 fucking kids and they're just annoying.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You used to get attacked in your chakra network, bro, on the daily.
Yeah. I think that's why my nervous system is kind of broken now. I think that's just like... They were just really good at studying Neji's techniques. I'll give it props to them. It's working. I am dying.
They were masters of the gentle fist.
It's a gradual death, like Guy said.
While Hinata's blood drips onto Neji's hand, he mocks the main branch's heir for her lackluster strength. Hinata won't give up though, pulling back to punch at Neji's face. He dodges and jams his fingers into her arm with deadly precision, which amazes even the most venerated of onlookers.
It looked so stupid though.
Which part?
He was just like...
He was just like...
Oh yeah, 2 fingers in the arm.
Yeah.
No, but like just like the amount of speed he did it with was just
Yeah. Didn't it look like it hit pretty hard? I don't really remember.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, but why would you hit her arm?
Oh yeah, but it's because you can see the chakra network. You know?
Yeah, but we didn't know that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
No, we knew that they could see the chakra network.
Yes,
we just didn't know that there was like important things in your arm.
Oh yes. Well,
we didn't know the specifics.
Like we didn't know there was any reason for him to hit her arm.
No, and to be fair, he's kind of weird about hitting her arm because it's kind of like they were like before this they were swinging at each other really hard, but then he just goes like a little tap on her arm. It's like, what are you doing, you weirdo? But no, there's like a lot of force.
Yeah,
exactly. And like then they explain it.
Yeah,
but
no,
like I just was kind of like,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Well yeah. And so what happens is Neji pulls back Hinata's sleeve and reveals that her arm is covered in red blotches. And so this is what we didn't. We didn't know about the chakra network. We didn't know about the chakra points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bitch has chicken pop.
Yeah, it does look like that. But so Naruto doesn't know what the chakra points are, of course, and Kakashi explains that there are 316 centers or chakra points along the chakra network, each only about the size of a pinhead. Hitting one directly can halt or increase chakra flow. So if you can control your opponent's chakra points, you can basically control everything about them. You just have to strike accurately. Even the Sharingan can't detect these points, however, and it takes an especially gifted Byakugan user to be able to target them in the heat of battle. Although that being said, Neji's battle against Hinata is not particularly heated.
I disagree.
Yeah,
I think it's very heated.
Yeah?
I think it's such a personal
Neji's
battle. I
her.
think this is one of the most intense battles of the Chunin exam.
But Neji could win
seen
in a
so
second,
far,
though.
No.
He's stronger than her.
No, he's definitely stronger, but like...
He could. I mean, like he was playing with her the entire time.
That
physically.
doesn't mean it's not heated.
Yeah, no, that's heated.
But Kakashi was saying that it takes a really skilled Byakugan leader to like look at the chakra points. Like Neji can just stand still. Hinata's not a challenge for him.
It's still heated. I think because now he knows because it's. He can crush her easily, but the fact that she's a part of a main branch that he
it's just
so highly.
I understand what you mean. That
Well,
there's
I
just
get
like,
it,
not a lot going on that's
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not saying that the fight is not like emotionally resonant. I'm just saying like my dude can take a second and look at the dots.
Oh no, he can take a smoke break. He can,
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's chilling.
Neji pushes Hinata back, sending her to the ground. He swaggers forth, insisting that he is far beyond her league and that nothing can bridge an elite and a failure. From the moment Hinata refused to run, Neji sneers. Her fate was sealed, but he grants her one final chance to withdraw all the same. As Hinata struggles to her feet, blood still dripping from her lips, she declares that she never goes back on her word, facing Neji and stalwart in her ninja way. But of course, it's Naruto's ninja way, you know? That's what he always says.
It's strange. She's kind of living only for Naruto, which
Hinata?
is a very
Yeah, it's not particularly healthy.
No, not at all.
That's what I was trying to say last episode, I think.
Yeah.
No, you were trying to say that she was a stalker, which is
Okay.
wrong.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, that
Which
wasn't
is incorrect.
Okay, listen. He doesn't know that she was watching him.
That doesn't make it weird.
That doesn't make it.
Following somebody?
No.
No,
But in
she
the
does not
context
go
of
out
it.
of her way to watch him.
We saw him training in like the side of the woods, and no one else was there except for Hinata.
Well, she's also weird. She's the same brand of weird.
Wait, what?
Hinata's the same brand of weird as Naruto.
Yeah. I mean, I think they'd be a good couple. I'm just saying, she was following him, around.
No, you gotta add
She wasn't
context to it, because
following him
the way you're putting it, yes, that's stalkery,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
but you're
That's not the
removing
context.
all of the context.
But what's
of
the
it.
context? He doesn't know.
They just in the same place at the same time, and she just
Yeah,
happened to look
she
when
just
he
was
wasn't
looking-
looking. It's
yeah.
really,
That is not what it
admiring him
seemed
from
like to
afar.
me.
She was just too shy to go up to him
Admiring
and be
from
his
afar
friend.
is just stalking, but like
No.
reframed.
No, admiring from afar is being shy.
It's just looking at someone from afar.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Stalkery
You
would
can
be
look at
like.
people.
It really seemed like she was going out of her way to be where he was,
No, that's just the availability heuristic. She just happened to be there where he was.
I guess. I suppose.
There's also the context of her entire personality. Like, stalkers usually aren't like...
Dude, like the thing is, like, yeah.
But like,
No, okay, look, it really all it comes down to is the fact that I think you associate that so much with stalking is because every time we were shown Hinata, it was just in the context of her watching Naruto.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
But she def has her own life.
But
Like,
that's also... Like, she was written to be a soft opposite of Naruto.
Yeah.
So... we are only seeing her in that context because that's all they want us to see.
Yeah.
She's definitely not stalking.
Well, I know, but that's just what Raj was saying, was that it makes it seem like Hinata's whole world is just Naruto.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah. Well,
Is just how young girls crush.
Oh.
yeah, it really is.
Like, that just takes me back to being in, like,
I
middle
know,
school.
I was her.
And being like, oh, well, I know he's in this class. Maybe
See,
I'll
this
just
is why-
go down the hallway.
Exactly, I did that too.
This
See
is
if
why
he'll
you
say
guys are on
hi.
the podcast, to remind me that everyone's a stalker at middle school.
truly, we all were.
Oh my gosh.
No, it happens though. Middle school's a crazy time. Hey, do we have listeners that are younger than middle school? 11.
11. That's
11's
not,
middle school.
Yeah,
Middle school.
Sixth grade?
5th or 6th.
No, middle school starts at. Well, we started at 12.
At 12 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 11 or 12.
So
I
he-
started...
So they could be in like elementary.
Yeah, he
We're
could be in
younger than
fifth.
the grade.
Oh, 5th grade was middle school for me.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Strange.
that is
Elementary was K through 4. Middle school was 5 through 7. Junior
Whoa.
high was 8, 9. And
Were
then
you
high
all
school
in
was 10, 11, 12.
in your elementary school? Did you have like everyone in the same building?
Mhm.
Oh, because for me, my elementary school was grades 1 through 4 were in the school building, and 5 was in a trailer on the outside.
Whoa.
It was strange.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I lived a trailer park life
that's
for a
so
minute in
Wait,
school.
in the city?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Weird, right?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know what any of the city looks like. Like, everywhere is so different.
Definitely not trailer parks. But that's where I went to.
Yeah.
It was
Really
weird.
trailer parks.
Well, and okay, so creepy or not in the past, I don't think that this is creepy when Hinata looks to Naruto for inspiration, and above he's
Yes.
cheering on her bravery. And this is actually, I think this is very beautiful. Sakura points out that Hinata is always looking to Naruto, and for seemingly the first time, he looks back.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
No, this whole scene. Okay.
My little heart
Even
was like,
he's looking to her. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
exactly. He's inspired by her,
exactly.
her going up against
There's a
Neji.
fantastic piano piece in the background.
Bam, bam,
Fucking,
bam,
dude,
bam,
yeah, it's a cover, and Lee, ultimate fucking, what was it? I wrote this down. Yeah, he illest swingman for Hinata.
Oh yeah, big
'Cause
time.
he was like, she looks up to you, Naruto.
Don't
and
you
then,
see Naruto?
Literally, and then Sakura
he's
too.
the best.
Yeah.
Dude, they're all playing like this whole game. I
No, but
love
it's
it.
nice. It's nice that he's like kind of seeing it. You know.
It just felt like
Yeah.
college or high school, just like trying to set someone up. It was very much, let's just hype this person and see if they
They're
don't
all gassing up
notice.
Hinata. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Hinata prepares to strike again, but once again her heart palpitates and she coughs up blood. Kurenai considers that her pupil may be at her limit. Kakashi observes that because Neji has impaired Hinata's chakra flow by hitting her chakra points. Oh, dropped a pencil.
That he stole from me and then broke.
Pencil drop.
That's true. The eraser kind of fell off. I'll get you a pencil topper though. It's fine.
Wacky pencil drop moment.
Yeah, man.
That's like, you remember iCarly did the random dancing minute?
Yeah.
What the fuck
This
was
is random
that?
dropping something sometimes.
Yeah, but that's such a good concept to make into like a show, like a game, like it's a gimmick, a skit that happens. So you just dance. You just say fuck it. We have nothing to do. Let's just dance.
Yeah.
It's a good way to waste
How many
time.
episodes of iCarly were there? Because Drake and Josh, it's only like 50 something. Isn't that
What?
insane?
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Look
Like
it up.
only like
That's
54 or something
Ooh.
insane like that.
That's it. It's yeah. No, it felt like it's
Dude,
like 100 something.
I saw an
Not
edit.
200.
Yeah, I saw an edit on Twitter of like a second from every episode. These motherfuckers age in like a day.
Holy shit.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
You could watch probably every episode in a day.
Oh my god.
Less maybe even. I don't know, math. That could be very wrong, very obviously.
They're about what 30 minutes
50,
each.
20,
No, about a day.
iCarly, there were 109 episodes
Oh wow, that's
produced,
a lot. That's a lot, I think.
and there was
109.
97 aired episodes.
Oh.
Ooh,
Whoa. What's the tea there?
Creepypasta, iCarly's lost
Dan
episode.
Schneider. Mm.
All right, so yes.
Fuck Dan Schneider.
Who's Dan Snyder?
He's the creepy foot fetish dude.
Oh
who
yeah,
ran-
what's up with that? That's like a whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna move
Yeah, he
past
got-
it.
56 episodes of Drake and Josh.
I know, isn't that
What?
wild? Dan
That's-
Snyder though, who's that?
He,
Ish.
He's the guy who created all those shows like iCarly and like Victorious and Sam and Cat.
Oh, and he has
And
like he's,
notorious for fetishizing feet, but mostly young kids.
Oh, okay. Because I was
Yeah.
gonna say like a foot fetish, whatever. Man.
That, yeah,
You-
no,
you-
if you're into
yeah.
it, you're into whatever you want. But
Yeah,
it was like a lot of episodes now knowing he's that creepy. You
And
go
it's like
back.
on kids.
There's an episode
Oh,
of iCarly where
no.
she gets like Carly gets her toes stuck in like a bathtub.
Yeah. Well, those shows were always a little like leering
Yeah.
at like
Oh
Wizards
my
of Waverly
gosh.
was a little on
Oh,
Selena
a little
Gomez.
weird,
Fucking Victorious
yeah.
was a little on Victoria. It's whatever her name is.
Justice.
Yes.
Yeah, that it's creepy, and I think there's a whole problem with. I think now
It's probably an issue with like child stars, man.
No, there's like a whole yes, definitely. I go on this rant sometimes
Uh-huh.
about how I think the media and the male gaze and kind of where the world
Yeah.
is going is more towards younger girls. That's why I think Stranger Things and Billie Eilish are in the same Venn diagram of problematic. Because people sexualize Billie Eilish so much, and that's
Yeah.
kind of a big reason why. Cause she's talented, don't get me wrong, her music's
She
great,
is really
but
talented.
a
Is she
lot of
young?
people
She's
sexualize her.
17.
She's
17 or
17.
18.
I
Yeah.
did not know
Yeah,
that at all.
she's 17, and
Which she doesn't. She looks like probably like our age or a little bit older.
But everybody looks every age. You know
I
what
would
I'm
have
saying?
assumed she was like.
But regardless of your
I've-
looks, yeah, if you're
I'm sorry,
I've never
What?
seen her.
but I think I
Based on the name Billy, she sounds
I
pretty.
think
the music.
the opposite about Billie Eilish actually.
What?
Because she's aware that everybody sexualizes her and she like acts against that.
no, but the thing is,
Yeah.
no matter how hard you get, you kind of can't stop the power of horny people.
But then
But
there
even
are-
then everything's problematic.
that's what I was saying. But
Yeah.
then on the flip side, does that mean that Billie Eilish can't perform just because of how fucked up other people
well,
are?
no, that's the problem, and you kind of can't solve it. It's same with like Stranger Things. That there's a big problem with that show, and the fact like season 3 opens up with those two people kissing, like the two kids.
I haven't
And-
watched it.
Okay, I'm not gonna spoil it for people who haven't watched it, but two kids are kissing,
Yeah.
and
Watch that.
and it's kind of and people are really romanticizing and fetishizing these like really
Millie
underage.
Bobby Brown is probably one of the most sexualized
Yeah.
people, and
Oh yeah,
she's like
that was
13.
really well. Her whole thing
Yeah.
with Drake was like
Oh, that's-
incredibly canceled.
Why did we forget about
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Drake,
No.
you're weird,
Because-
bro.
Spoiler alert: canceling people, I guess it's just not a thing anymore. Like I guess we
No,
just don't
yeah.
care. That's fucking fine.
Because now people, you cancel someone just to kind of like get your moment out there, and
Yeah.
and then it just goes away.
Like, listen, cancel culture was always a little fucked, but it's also a little fucked to not have anything, and we just
Yeah.
went back to that all of a sudden.
we need results.
like we had Me Too
people.
for like 2 years, and then it was like
Harvey Weinstein
whatever.
is still walking out there.
He was
bro.
fucking at a bar the other day,
Yeah.
and Harvey Weinstein, guys,
He got away with it.
he's eviler than you could ever
Yeah.
imagine.
Fucking insane.
Like, he makes every bad guy in Naruto look like really nice.
Yeah.
Even the really bad ones.
Harvey Weinstein's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Like,
Wow.
worse than. Like, not even like. Yeah, he had an industry around raping people. This is not what this podcast is about.
That's awful.
But he had
you not know that?
no, and it's
I've never heard this name before.
Oh god, I really can't get into it all here.
Yeah.
Basically, he's the reason the Me Too movement started. Pretty much. Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely one of the bigger takedowns that they try to do, and he got away with it.
And everyone knew he was doing it, and he's still out there.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
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 And it started in a time when like doing shit like that was quote unquote normal.
Not what he did.
Not to that extent, but like that type of in the industry of like acting and shit like that.
No, death abusing women was
abusing
very,
women definitely,
which is terrible.
All I'm saying
but
is
he,
this
like,
guy's on
took it
another
to a great
level.
There's an interview I saw recently where it's just a runway carpet event thing, and Courtney Love pulls up and some interview goes like, "What's one advice you can give to any young actor or musician, whoever the fuck out there?"
This is a classic.
And she just goes, "Stay away. If like Harvey Weinstein invites you to the Four Seasons Hotel, don't go."
They did a sting operation once on him. And listen, this is like a whole thing. Really, there's a lot of stuff. If you don't know what that is, you should. If you're out there listening, But it's important. Okay. But because he was one of the richest and most powerful men in the entire world. He's a movie studio executive. Okay. And he owns the Weinstein Company, which is owned by Disney. So he's all up with the Disney people and everything. And so he had basically an entire operation, and everyone around him was helping him just rape people on this assembly line. And there's a recording. They did a sting operation of an actress, a foreign model or dancer or something, and they recorded him trying to get her to come up to his hotel room. So we have all the methods that he used on tape and stuff. But of course, then he paid and bought the story and shut it down.
Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, because he controls everything.
That's crazy.
Fuck capitalism. Fuck Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, fuck Harvey Weinstein. Fuck capitalism. Drink water.
Yeah, drink water.
Cigarettes. Just do it.
Those first three very strongly endorsed. Fourth one is.
If you get sad enough about the first two and the state of it, that's why you'd want to light up a cigarette.
It is hard.
It's hard not to spark up sometimes, guys.
It's true. You know what is also hard is using your gentle fist style when your chakra points are shut down, which is the situation Hinata is in at this moment.
Tragic.
And then Kakashi's like, "Yo, dog, Sasuke would probably lose against Neji." Man, it feels weird to talk about Harvey Weinstein one moment and then Naruto next. But that's the roller coaster that this podcast is, baby.
It's just strange. Fuck. Wait, what were we saying? I just lost all my train of thought.
Either Hinata and Neji.
Thank
God.
It's just the whole fight is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love this fight so much.
Yeah, 47 is so well animated.
So pretty.
Yeah. So Guy is certain that Hinata will be defeated, and then we see Gaara lustfully shake at how powerful Neji is.
Bro, you good?
Yeah, Gaara's creepy as hell.
That's the note I wanted to make. Mm-hmm. It's hard to compare Sasuke to Neji because Kakashi's Sasuke would lose. Yeah. Sasuke fought some fucking random with no glass, he wore the contact lenses.
The chakra sucking dude. Yeah.
It's unfair to match someone up against a background character versus someone who's actually fighting a real character with design. Yeah. It's a weird.
But still, just because Sasuke's always so up on his own shit, and it's Hinata would clap you, or no, not Hinata, Neji.
In a perfect world, Hinata would clap everyone.
In a perfect world, of course, yeah. But not IRL. Ino wonders if Neji is gonna really kill Hinata, and Sakura decries that there's a very blatant disparity in the power between Neji and Hinata. It's not a fair fight at all. Still, Naruto cheers Hinata on, and once again his words help to rally her strength. She charges towards Neji, and they match each other in a barrage of punches and kicks, all while Hinata thinks back on times that she observed Naruto. Not stalkery ones. These ones were good ones. This was him in class, and him at the tuning exams arriving, all of the times that he's been brave. She considers how much he has inspired her by always pushing back against unbeatable odds with insatiable bravado. Naruto has made her feel like she's worth something.
Aww. That's adorable.
Still, Hinata is no match for Neji, and when one of her strikes misses, he uppercuts her hard. Stumbling back, she struggles to remain standing, but still refuses to quit. Even though it's very clear at this point. They were matching at first, but it's just like I was saying, man. He's playing games with her. Kurenai thinks back to Hinata's training, and she would always push herself, because she does the open hand style, and it shows her punching a punching bag until the punching bag has all of her blood on it.
That was blood?
That is what that was. That's what I was thinking it was, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Just rough marks.
Oh, I thought it might have been
tree. I thought it was blood.
No, that's
tree.
Might have been tree.
I'm sorry. What?
I don't know, like whatever was covering the tree, like.
So to be clear, it was a punching bag wrapped around a tree in the forest. Sure. But
okay. Well, I thought it was like a sheet wrapped around a tree, and that maybe the tree was like
bleeding through the sheet.
Yeah. Like
do trees
like
bleed?
Tree parts.
It's like do androids drink electric sheep? Do trees
Tree
bleed?
parts liquid.
Oh yeah, classic liquid tree parts. Oh yeah.
See, I know you're trying to think of the word sap.
Yes.
Ah.
Tree sap.
I thought you were just punching out tree sap.
You have to go real deep into the tree to get the sap
Yeah.
out.
Also,
Really?
that
I
would
don't
be
know
a
how tree
bizarre
sap works.
detail for them to put.
Who would wrap a sheet around a tree?
Also
I don't
true.
know. I thought it was weird.
That is weird.
So yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah.
Granted, that's not what it was though.
That
yeah.
makes more sense.
Well, she punched it until her hands bled. She was never really discouraged, but she just never improved. You know.
Yeah.
In the present, however, Hinata, finally being acknowledged by Naruto, refuses to give in, launching herself forth for one climactic final blow. But Neji, it's like a fucking Dark Souls parry.
Dude, yeah, this is insane.
It's so decisive. He lunges. He gets down on a fucking knee and just slams his palm into Hinata's chest.
You could feel it.
Yeah, and he perfectly steps to the side of her blow and just bam.
Bitch
Right
got
there.
her heart restarted.
Literally, yes.
Yeah.
Hinata coughs up blood and she's paralyzed. Like her hand is still out from trying to attack him, and she falls backwards onto the floor.
Such a good scene.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
awful.
Neji declares that her strikes were never even effective to begin with,
Oh,
and that the
bitch.
match is over.
The music was so good here. It was
Yeah.
like that weird guitar drum piece. It was insane.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to pay attention to the music.
Please do.
It's beautiful, especially these episodes.
These two
actually.
episodes, honestly, go back just for the music. It is like some of the best.
Yeah.
That and the last two as well. They had some great electronic pieces.
Yeah.
It's really good music.
You keep mentioning it, and then I keep being like, "Oh, I've got to listen to the music next time." That I
even
keep
even
forgetting.
if you're not like listening explicitly for it, the music in the show is so good. It just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music I think honestly does help out in a lot. Like so, seeing Neji beat up Hinata with this insane guitar and drum thing.
and
It's
it
all
kept-
it's all rhythmic.
You know, for all of the in 46, all of the times that you just heard Hinata going like, in 47 they actually cut that out a little bit, and
Yeah.
like when they were fighting, they played music.
Yeah.
Like it's muted
Well, because
music.
in the first part of their fight, she's not like she's like, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah, but it's
And
much
then in
more
this
dramatic.
episode, she's finally like looking at Naruto, and Naruto's like, just fucking do it. You can do
And
it.
so
Don't
she's
be a
fucking
bitch.
doing
And
it.
she's like, I can do this. And then she stops whimpering and starts doing
Yeah,
shit.
it's very
Which is
cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
That was so
Still,
incredible.
though, I mean, she still is like out, and Kurenai thinks about that. But even though Hinata has surely lost the match, she's won in a way because she's grown so much, and she really has. Guy affirms this sentiment, and he's thinking like, "Yo, after that blow that Neji just made to Hinata's heart, she cannot continue."
No.
But Naruto, like you were saying, Katie, is inspired by Hinata's newfound bravery. Like he himself is, and he refuses to accept that she's lost. So Hayate walks over to Hinata, and he's trying to end the match, but Naruto is like, "No, keep it going. She can still do it." Sakura scolds Naruto because it's like, "Bro, stop making her push herself. She's unconscious." But again, Hinata like struggles to her feet.
Yeah.
Which like it shocks everyone, but she's really doing it.
It's powerful.
It's powerful, but it's also
sad.
slow,
It's
laborious. Yeah,
painful.
Exactly. She does manage to stand once again, but he's like, "Yo, if you fight me anymore, you're gonna die."
Yeah.
Yeah. But Hinata is like, "Oh, that doesn't matter because right now Naruto's finally recognizing who I really am, and I'm finally." But I think it is more than that, though. You know, because it's also like I'm finally being who I want to be.
Okay,
Yeah.
her using Naruto, I'm past like. Okay, it's she needs a reason
Yeah.
to do anything, and he's a catalyst for her to be a better
Exactly.
person.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
like it's like a trampoline.
Yeah,
you know?
I completely agree with you. Yeah, because I'm saying like, and I'm even on the train of saying that Hinata, like, of course, I have the sole opinion that she was a little stalkery, right?
Yeah.
But now this is a catalyst for her to grow,
Yeah, this
and
is
that's
good.
very legit. Yeah.
Something to bounce on.
Hinata declares that she's far from finished, but Neji can see that she can barely stand. He notes, like, and this is what I was talking about earlier, that her burden is heavy. The burden of representing the main branch of the Hyuga clan. Neji pities that burden. The burden of expecting greatness from oneself, but still being an inherent failure. And Raj, you, I think, alluded to this a little bit, because here, he almost sounds sorry.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, it's tough to watch it because he's very much so like this, like I hate you, I hate everything you stand for.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to be in your
And
position.
you know what I think it is? It's like, imagine how maddening that must be. He's like, I get that it's hard for you, but you don't get that you're the main
Yeah.
branch. You have everything.
Yeah, like
And-
you shouldn't be in this position.
Yeah. And it must be fucking torturous.
Yeah.
Damn, this is such a crazy fight.
It sucks for both of them, honestly.
Yeah. And Neji even gives her, he's like, yo, if you stop now, you don't have to suffer anymore. But Hinata, like, she flips the script because she recognizes that Neji is suffering more than she is. Because it's Neji who's the one who's, like, irrevocably embroiled in that drama between the main and the side branches. He's the one.
She doesn't give a fuck. Yeah.
Exactly, because she doesn't have to.
She doesn't have to.
Yeah. She's in the main branch.
Ignorance in the 1%.
Exactly.
Oh, that's crazy.
But it's and the way that she turns that on him is, like, it's interesting because Hinata's kind of our hero, but also that's, like, fucked up.
Yeah.
This is terrifying.
Yeah. And
it's like you said that the battle was more about the words they were saying than like
exactly.
the fighting.
This is
it
that
really is
important.
a gentle fist, bro.
A gentle fist, bro.
At this insightful provocation.
Can we be called the Gentle Fist Bros?
The Gentle Fist Bros? Yeah. That's actually pretty good. Isn't PewDiePie's thing something about fisting people or something?
I don't know. He goes like bro fist.
Bro fist.
This is just Neji's gentle fisting.
We're Well, there's the episode title. Somebody text Allie. Sorry, were you saying something?
I was just talking about fisting.
Gentleness?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yes, well, so Hinata's words really drive Neji like crazy, and he's like, fuck you, and he runs forward. He's gonna kill her. Yeah, because this is a stronger attack than anything she's landed on him, is her saying something like that.
Yeah.
Then, while he's running towards her, Hayate, he's desperate. He's like, the
match
match is over.
Please.
You need to stop. Do not kill this kid. And then, in a puff of smoke, what a cool visual.
So good.
Neji is stopped by Hayate, Kakashi, Guy, and Kurenai. All simultaneously.
They're like, bro,
I love that.
calm down.
Yeah.
It's like that one fight in high school that's like not a big deal until one kid like
punches the
loses
teacher
his shit. And then all of the teachers swarm out of their
and
classes.
it just gets out of control.
Bro!
Yeah.
I just realized Asuma wasn't there.
Exactly! Excellent point. So first thing, it's an amazing visual to see mostly all of the sensei like perfectly hold him back. And like if you look, it looks like Hayate tried to get in front, so Kakashi bent the arm, so Guy held the shoulder back, so Kurenai like blocked his other arm.
Yeah.
Like it's beautiful. And Asuma just doesn't give a shit.
Bro, it's probably on some comedic timing show where he's smoking cigarettes
He's
outside.
smoking with
He's like,
Shikamaru.
what?
He's like,
Yeah.
what? Oh, now?
He's like, yo, Choji, just give me a potato
Him and
chip.
Shikamaru are just chilling. He's like, you hear anything? Nah, it's probably Choji eating or something.
Yo, Choji, just chew a little louder.
I'm out.
Yeah, so Neji is furious that they stepped in because he's like, this is more fucking pampering of the main branch. Like, I'm so fucking sick of this. There's no reason you needed to step in. But it's revealed that, no, it's very good they stepped in because with another heart palpitation, Hinata collapses and blood is like water falling out of her mouth at this point. Naruto rushes over, wondering if she's okay, and Hinata struggles in vain to speak to him. She only manages to say his name before passing out, never getting to ask if he thinks she's changed.
This part broke me insanely. It's just... It's painful, right? Seeing her close your eyes. And do you know her like specific last line? Because it was...
Naruto, do you think that I changed?
Think that I changed?
Like, maybe a little bit. And
Yeah,
then-
maybe a little. Yeah.
And
I
like,
just got chills right
it
now.
was exactly.
Talking about it.
Because just even a little bit, do you think I've
Even a
changed? Like,
little
that's...
bit, yeah.
It's
But
amazing.
it also
amazing.
shows that like she just did all of that, like fought so hard with literally everything in her.
Yeah.
And still all she hears about is that if Naruto thinks that she's changed and grown.
I will say, I like to think that like what Raj said, that's like a catalyst, you know? Like
Yeah.
we say it's Naruto, but in fact it's just like she just hopes that's...
Which is true, but like that it shows that like she's kind of dying.
Oh
Yeah.
And she still wants to be like, hey Naruto, I think you're really awesome
Well,
and really cool.
in my
I
final
look up
moments,
to you. Am I
hope,
cool?
Yeah.
I mean, if
Like,
she...
am I awesome
Am I
too?
cool
So
as
cute.
I'm dying?
And this is it. Like this.
She's dying, Katie.
No, just her mindset. I don't
Well,
know.
I said in my head multiple
it is
times
a key
during this little bit,
mindset,
I was
yeah.
like, whoa, did they just fucking kill
Well,
Hinata?
we'll get to that in just a sec, actually. So Naruto worries over his friend, right? And Neji calls out to him. Neji's like, yo, loser! I got 2 pieces of advice for you.
Which is like the most uncool way to say I have to tell you
so
something.
like, no, Neji is so fucking smug. Like, he's
such a-
proud
yeah,
that this is how it's
he's
going.
a dickhead.
Yeah, it's the little smile they give him is cold-blooded.
Yeah.
So, first of all, he's like, yo, Naruto, if you're gonna be a ninja, stop fucking yelling all the time.
Which, shut up.
Yeah,
Interesting. I was gonna say...
I'm gonna give him a...
I was gonna say, Neji, to be fair...
I got you on this
You're
one.
right on that one.
You are right.
He said cheering.
Yeah.
No, well, he called it disgraceful. And
As a shinobi, bro, they are ninja. Like, you have to,
yes,
like...
but this was not a thing. Like, this is, like, them trying to get to the next point of the exam.
Yeah.
This isn't an actual...
But I also
like,
feel
he
like...
needed to be discreet for any reason.
Well, but remember, Neji's, like, a year older than them, and so I feel like he's just like, yo...
He doesn't feel supportive and that he's the only one that matters because he's a dickhead.
Well, true. But also, not just, like, support, but, like, also... I just feel like he's trying to, fight with, like an honor, like a code, you know?
Which is fine.
Oh my god, and because he was raised so heavily in the systems of the Hyuga system that seeing... It's like how,
He works on an honor system.
Yeah, and he's been raised so tightly in the constraints of that just seeing Naruto be able to, like, be free enough to cheer really pisses him off because it's like...
It pisses me off, and I guess in the same way, because I like, growing up, I've never tolerated someone just, like, yelling at like an event or some shit like that. Yeah. So just hearing Naruto yell is just like,
I think it's just if anything it could be even just like jealousy, but like on like a weird subconscious level of like who do you think you are breaking the rules? You can't break the rules like that, man.
Oh, and also to be fair, she's the only reason, like him yelling's the only reason like she got back up.
Exactly.
Which is literally just him being a bitch.
No, I agree that Naruto should have cheered. I'm just saying it's not super crazy to say maybe Ninja should quiet down sometimes.
Maybe just a little bit.
Sometimes, but now isn't the time. It's like an arena of your friends. Like,
if it was like fucking like Sakura or Sasuke being like, bro, shut the fuck up, then I'd get it. But he's literally only getting mad because he didn't kill her.
That's true.
And like he had to fight longer than he wanted to.
That's very true. His second piece of advice is he turns what he was saying about Hinata that was affecting Naruto directly on Naruto, and he's like, by the way, once a failure, always a failure. Yeah. Which, now that it's directly at him, it's too much. Naruto rushes towards Neji, fully ready to throw hands.
Here he comes. This is the boy.
Oh my god, and it was so good.
But Lee jumps between them, blocking his friend from his teammate.
The fucking guy.
Yeah. He demands that, he's like, yo, if you're gonna fight, it's gonna be in the fucking official tournament. After all, wouldn't the genius versus the loser make for an exciting match?
I love him. He's so good.
And so he says that thing about like the loser versus the genius, and we as the audience, I mean I can't speak for you guys, but like you kind of assume that he's talking about Naruto versus Neji.
He's not.
But the twist is that Lee's talking about himself.
Yeah.
Like Lee sees himself and Neji as like Naruto and Sasuke. So Lee's
funny.
So for Lee, when he said that, it was obvious. No, he's talking about he's the loser and Neji's the genius. That's crazy. Lee and Naruto are way more similar than you think.
That's the fucking... Yeah. That's the Chad versus, like, virgin diagram there.
I really didn't understand that, though, because isn't he talking about, like, because how would he be fighting Neji if Neji already went?
These are the preliminaries.
No, in the actual...
Oh, got it.
I know, it's hard to remember because we've been in the prelims for like fucking 30. But this isn't even the third round of the tuning exams. This is just the preliminary round.
Yeah. I knew that, but like I just didn't...
Because you remember, in the third actual round, there's going to be like all of the Kages from other villages and like respected like fucking leaders and stuff.
Passed this year.
But also, is it basically once they get to the third round that it's like every man for himself?
We don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a whole different rule set.
Yeah, all we know is we're trying to knock cats out
so
right
like
now.
Hinata and like Sakura are like not gonna
get
to the third round. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they can't. Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about like
that is kind of heavy. Like, yo, they aren't tuning.
They're not tuning. They don't get it.
Like, Sakura's getting dropped. So, like,
they're out of school, but
but like, it doesn't matter that they don't have 3 people. Like, that's not.
Not
well,
at this
actually,
point.
I guess.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the Kages just want like super soldiers at this point.
Yeah, because now it's just that like proxy war. Like you're just fighting to show off your best shinobi.
And what Lee and Neji said, you have to fight your own team at some point if you all make it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's one out of every 3 people get to go.
Every man for themselves, but we don't know like if it's what the third round is gonna be.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I just didn't know if they were still gonna be whoever made it from a team was still gonna be a team.
Oh
no.
Or I guess maybe.
Who knows?
Because Lee literally said, "I'm gonna fucking do it, and if I don't do it, you're gonna do it."
Yeah.
Well, that's all random. And again, it's truly random because we can't.
No, but in the third round, it's not random. They're all going at once, aren't they?
We don't know.
Yeah,
and I feel like we do know this, but then I remember that you guys know this, but I don't know this.
And Lee has wanted to fight Neji since even before the tuning exams. Like that's his whole MO.
That's what he does. If someone's better than him, he wants to fight them. And imagine being better at the one thing you're good at.
I know. Yeah. Taijutsu is all this motherfucker can do.
Like, Neji can do Taijutsu and chakra.
Yeah,
it's literally
it's not fair.
It's not fair.
And Ten just can't do anything.
She really can't.
So Naruto acquiesces to Lee's demand. He steps down and he storms off. Then Lee smiles towards Guy.
Gosh,
He's like,
it was so
was
fun.
this a good job? And Guy fucking
The
gives him
thumbs up.
nice conflict resolution jutsu.
Yes.
It's beautiful, man. He gets that little sparkle
I
again.
love him
I
so
never found his
much.
voice so funny until I started listening to it as you doing his voice.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm like,
watching
cause I
the
imagine
show.
I'm like, oh, I want Liam to say this.
Exactly. I like
Yeah.
want to write down everything he says and have like Liam while he's reading
Do
it
you
out.
do that?
Like,
I do that in my notes, so I'm like, have Liam say this, and then the guy in the back. Oh, it's so funny.
Suddenly, Hinata coughs up even more blood, and Kurenai determines that she's going into cardiac arrest.
Which is weird that cardiac arrest exists.
That's
just
like
a
a casual
thing,
thing.
yeah.
Naruto.
It's like, sure, they have a second vascular system that's full of chakra, but yeah, cardiac arrest
Yeah.
is
The
also a
same
thing.
Do
That
you
makes
think,
sense.
do you think like chickenpox is
Same
probably
medical
real in the ninja world?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yo, do you think little ninja babies have to get chickenpox so that they're immunized?
Oh, dude, there's probably like an anti-vax movement in Konoha.
Yo, do you think they have vaccines in the ninja world?
Oh, what if
Well, they
it's
have
like, what if it,
keys
instead
and
of it,
shit.
they're like, oh, well, if you
True.
get vaccinated, you can't use your chakra.
Oh, that's like their creative.
Their
There's
own
there's no
propaganda.
link between the chakra network and vaccines. That doesn't even make any sense.
My son got vaccinated, now he has a Sharingan. He's
Your
not
son
normal.
had the Sharingan before he was vaccinated. He's an Uchiha.
This is the actual like debate. Like this is really how it goes down, and people still deny this.
Yo,
It's crazy.
I gotta cut this out and put this shit on YouTube. Anti-vax, but Naruto though.
Literally.
That's fucking amazing. Oh
so
man,
funny.
yeah. So Hinata, cardiac arrest. But yeah, so with Hinata in like such critical condition, Kurenai like glares at Neji for really trying to kill her. But this is really when Neji gets cocky and he's like, bro, maybe save those eyes for Hinata. She looks like she needs it.
You said it exactly how I like.
He's
heard
such
you
a
say it.
fucking Chad,
Yeah,
man.
no, it's such a Chad dick move.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, hey, look, take a picture if you're gonna stare so long.
Yeah,
but
for
she's
real.
dying. You can focus on that.
Yeah. Oh, what a fucking asshole.
Real dickhead.
Yeah, and yet, like we said, it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
We're all shitheads in the end.
Yo, it's true. Damn. A team of medical ninja rush out and surround Hinata, mentioning, okay, so here's where it's important, where you're like, yo, is Hinata dying? Apparently she has no pulse, and they're like, yo, she has like 10 minutes at best to live.
Well,
That's a lot. That's a lot that's going
I
on.
think that might be like the first confirmed like
Possible death.
possible death.
Yeah.
Well,
And yeah, interestingly...
Sorry, go.
No. What?
I wasn't worried that she was dead because you guys have talked about her being a teenager.
I also knew, like, I just had that knowledge in my brain because I've like seen all of the artwork from like later episodes.
God,
So, like,
yeah.
I
Lasha
knew,
said she was one of the
I knew
hottest.
she grows up.
Would you have thought that maybe
wait.
she was gonna die?
But I
Yeah.
definitely had a moment where I was like, whoa, did they just kill Hinata? And I knew that she
it.
lived.
That's fucked.
Fuck.
Well,
Yeah.
But it would have been possible, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, a lot of people have died in this exam. That
it
that
might be
motherfucker
possible.
blew his arms off.
Maybe she just becomes a teenager in like the next episode, and then she just dies.
Yeah,
Who
it's just like a false flash forward, man. You never know.
this entire thing.
Oh my god, Naruto has a flash forward where he's like, I could have married Hinata.
Yeah, yo,
That'd be
what
so
if?
sad.
At her
Oh.
funeral, at her little ninja funeral.
Oh my god.
that would be next.
That's next.
Come
Tune
to
in
the live
next
show.
time.
Come to the live show to see the funeral.
Oh.
If you're all wearing
awful.
black and there's like an actual funeral,
Yeah,
stink bugs are just in the fucking casket.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so these medical ninja really seem to think that Hinata's like could very well die, and they carry her away on a stretcher. And Naruto here's something that I was like, what? Naruto stares at her a lot as she goes, and I'm talking like face and boob stares at her a lot. I mean, like it shows him looking, then it zooms in on Hinata, then it shows him look again, and it zooms in on her more, then it shows him look again, and it's just her boobs that time. It's
What?
crazy.
I think
I'm not
pick up
wrong
on
this
that at
time because I
all.
rewinded it,
I-
rewound it.
most likely he's looking into her heart on some like emotional.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
No,
it just-
definitely.
Yeah,
Like,
but yo, no, and they
But no, they were like deaf. Yeah.
and they drew
Oh my
that
gosh.
shit like it's there, like
It's
definitive.
I
animated.
love when 12-year-olds have tits.
That's what I was saying. I was like, whoa. And
I'm
Naruto-
gonna be 19 in 6 days and I still don't have tits.
It is unfair.
Come to the live show to celebrate that birthday, by the way.
And see
anyways.
the fact that I don't have tits.
Oh, come on.
What am I gonna grow them?
Maybe.
Are they gonna sprout?
Maybe.
19th
By the
birthday
live show?
fairy.
And
Now
then
it
everyone
becomes
will
a
be like,
teen
"You lied."
tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, wow, no, it's true though. Like, Naruto's realizing that Hinata's the one that got hot early, you know? And so he's like, yeah,
Stop.
I'll get in there.
Even though she kind of dresses like Billie Eilish.
Dun, dun, dun. It's all connected.
It's all connected.
Oh my god,
Like-
they're sexualizing Hinata and it's, oh my god, it's everything.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
Everything. We've had a problem for a long time.
Oh my god, we live in a
We
society.
do live in a society.
It's true.
But yes, he did check her out like crazy.
And then
That's
she's
crazy.
escorted to the emergency room. And when she's there, Naruto bends down, he places his hand in her blood, and he like scoops it up into a fist. He picks it up, he holds it out, he stands up, turns around towards Neji, and he does like he holds his fist out with the blood dripping from it. And he's, with that powerful gesture, he stares down Neji, defying his bitter prophecy of failure and vowing to win.
Which, not related to any of the important stuff.
Sure.
That's blood that she spit up.
Yeah.
Which means it's
Gross?
viscous,
Yeah.
sticky,
Viscous.
stretchy,
Yeah.
like
That's why it was so good for that
phlegmy.
dripping effect.
like phlegmy
it
mess.
was a
Yeah,
weird
not
thing.
good to
Like-
be touching.
No blood is good to be touching. What
Oh,
do
sure.
you mean? But no, like I just imagine like I like felt it. Like when he put his hand in it and then like drew his hand back.
Yeah.
It had like
And it
this,
also left a
was weird.
handprint in it very
Yeah.
still.
it was like
Because it's all gooey. Yeah. But, powerful. Any, alright, so that's the end of 47. That's the end of these episodes. So
That's it.
It's cool. Naruto's wearing a...
Show's over.
the show's on. That's Naruto,
is
folks.
done.
Yeah, once Hinata dies, they just, like,
That-
it's the end of the
just
show.
over.
It's a dark ending.
It's
you
too
know?
sad, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. There's Naruto Shippuden and Boruto ahead of this, but it's actually just...
No. It's like Law & Order SVU. Sometimes episodes just end and they don't find the kill or anything.
Exactly.
It's
Sometimes
just
Hinata
over.
just dies,
Hinata
man.
just died, and that's how they want you to remember that.
Yeah.
thanks for listening to our podcast. We're never doing another episode.
Do you guys have any thoughts or whatever?
These are the two greatest episodes in a long time. In a
I
very long
very
time.
much enjoyed it.
I
Just because I love
these
Hinata.
episodes. The music was so good. The
Yeah.
dialogue was fantastic. The amount of like shit we could like reach for and grab.
Yeah.
We talked a
Yeah.
lot about the episodes. Usually we talk a lot about just things in the world,
Yeah.
but we were like,
Yeah.
These
there
are
was so
good
much to say.
episodes.
Yeah.
There's a lot, and
Yeah.
I'm like actually genuinely excited for the next parts now.
yeah.
You know?
Speaking of the next
Yeah.
part, it's coming to the
Live
live
show.
show,
I'm so
of
excited.
course.
Oh my god, whoa.
The next
What?
is the live
Our
show?
next podcast is a live show.
The
Yeah.
live show.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
In my brain, there was like so many
Terrifying.
weeks until the live
No,
show.
it's like
No, it's-
this Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
terrifying stuff.
Yo, folks,
6 days.
see me
Wow.
purchase.
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
so exciting.
I feel like I say this more and more because I think the quality of the show is just going up in general, but I
Yeah.
thought these were some of the most balanced episodes in terms
Oh,
of...
very much so.
It was good animation when they were still, because it was just like a picture, but it was well drawn.
That the scene in the start of 46 when Hinata and Neji are just staring at each other and
Yeah.
they force the camera like left or right.
Yeah.
That was like some YouTube 2012 like skit shit.
It ain't
that
bad.
was that was
bad.
insane.
Yeah, but the fight scenes were also, they looked like they were done by the good studio.
Really
just
good
like out of
fights.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way they're moving their feet. There was this one part during the flashback, and then it just cuts to their feet. And all you
Yeah.
see is their feet, and Hinata's just talking about like wanting to be better and stuff, and it was just so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's so good.
it's very cool.
These
All
are very
right.
good episodes, yeah.
Yeah. Let's, wait, I forgot that this was supposed to be the Halloween episode. Let's get into some, is there a way to make reader response scary? Readers.
Let's
reader.
read what you ghouls had to say.
What you,
Ghouls.
ghouls.
Oh.
What's
I
a
think
what's
you
a,
said Yugles.
what's a
Like, it's
scary?
like, oh.
I guess crows. You can just call them crows for today.
Crows?
Because crow's terrifying.
Wait.
From
What?
just
Call
the
them
Conqueror's crow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're scary. So we can call our fans the crows for this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, crows.
All right, let's get into some crow call-ins. Crow call-ins.
Crow calling.
Crow call-ins. All right, the first crows that we're gonna call out are okay. So first of all, actually, I want to say, because we shouted out our new patron Jay last week, but it was like just before one of the distorted sections,
Yeah.
and last week's episode was a little messy. So I just, you're a patron, you're in the Discord, you're very active.
You're a wonderful
You
person.
had fucking cosplay,
great cosplay,
which was amazing.
Great stuff.
Yeah,
You are awesome.
It's excellent, yeah. And so I did want to shout you out one more time. And of course, we have our tuning patrons. We got Dave Mata.
the legendary.
Legendary.
Mata.
And in fact,
What a man.
he tagged us. There was a video on Instagram of his kids
Oh, it was so
saying
cute.
jutsu.
So cute.
Oh,
Just the
so
best.
cute.
I'm so glad Dave's allowed us to enter his life.
I
like
know.
This. This is amazing.
I know. I feel like I'm friends with Dave Mata's whole family.
I'm gonna babysit his kids.
You
Oh
should.
yeah, I
So
talked to him about
should.
it.
That's fucking wild. and of course, Nina Kelly.
The kindest, most wonderful
Nina
person.
Kelly made some fan art of us this week, as a matter of fact. So talk about sending in cool
Amazing.
stuff. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Super amazing. And if you want to get in touch with us, ask questions, give comments, leave answers to questions we leave unanswered along our way. You can reach us at all the following places.
Here you go.
NaruTalkPod@gmail.com.
Woo!
NaruTalk, the Naruto ShipPodcast on Facebook.
Yeah!
NaruTalkPod on YouTube.
Yeah!
At NaruTalkPod. That's how you
Yeah!
know it's a handle on Instagram and Twitter. Hashtag NaruTalkPod. That's a
Pod.
hashtag, kids.
Come through.
NaruTalk.wordpress. Oh. Surprise pencil drop again. NaruTalk.wordpress.com. That's our website, guys. Come on. And of course,
Naruto Storm 3 online on the Switch only.
yes,
We will be
that's
there.
true. Hit us up in the Patreon, $2 tier of our Patreon. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the hub of Naruto. This is where NaruTalk comes from. It's from www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod.
Be there.
That's where we're born and bred. Ladies and gentlemen, on there for $2 a month, you can get into our Discord.
$2.
Fantastic
How's the
Discord.
Discord? Tell me how the Discord
So
is.
Discord
good.
is poppin'.
fun.
It
I
is
get really
fire.
high when we talk
all the
about
time.
a lot of shit.
Oh yeah.
Morgan, you go.
I will rate your tattoos and send you feet pics.
Rate those tattoos, send the face pics, and also, this is just what Raj was saying the other night.
You invented an accent.
I was
And that means I have to do it too.
the other night I was really stoned or something,
gosh.
and probably drunk too. And I was in there talking about my favorite anime, and Raj goes, "Surprise lasers!"
So high.
It scared me so much, dude. I was like, "Where are they coming from?" It was just the picture.
He just sent a picture of a bunch of lasers
then-
on a white
and
background
then-
that said surprise lasers.
And then he sent a countdown.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
That was terrifying. And I had to, as soon as the countdown was over, I ran out of my room and I went somewhere else.
I'm so
Because I had
gosh.
just gotten home, and then you came down and you were like, "It's time," and I was like, "Okay, I gotta go."
I just know how Liam gets when he's high, and I was like, all right, he's gonna do something if I send
True.
lasers.
It's true.
That's so funny. I
Exactly.
saw it like the next day, just out of context, and was reading it like, what
It
are
was
these
very
idiots
scary.
doing?
Yeah, no. When I woke up and I read it, I was like, what the fuck was
It was
I
so
said
funny.
lasers.
It was absolutely perfect high talk, like talking through the high, you know. So that's that shit. Everything that we just talked about, that amazing little interaction.
Yeah.
That's $2 a month, baby.
$2.
$2. You have $2. I have $2.
That's like
I
the price
owe
of
the
a
library on campus $2. I'm
Yeah.
gonna deal with that after this
Yeah,
episode.
the library could negative buy the Patreon. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Also, at the $5 tier, bonus episodes.
$5,
$5,
folks.
Every
Not
month,
even that
every
much.
month you get a bonus episode, and they're crazy. You want to hear Raj talk
wacky.
about incels? Listen to the last
You
one.
got a whole
Yeah.
hour of
You want to
that.
hear about something we haven't decided yet, but it's coming out pretty soon because it's fucking November already?
Wow.
Listen to
Wow.
the next one.
You can tell us. You can decide what we listen to.
At the $10 tier, hey guys, there's so many tiers. Go to Patreon, check it out. But of course, I know you might be thinking $2. That's a lot of money. That's more than I have. I only have $1. That's okay. Every amount of money is appreciated, and if you can't pay at the Patreon, that's completely fine
Wonderful.
too. We just love that
Interact
you're
with
listening.
us.
Give us
Yeah.
a penny.
You're the best.
You're beautiful. Yeah, add us at any of those places that we said. All those links are below. What's some shit people say?
I have something from Instagram user at Ray_Miller_arts. And they said, "Yo, this was so funny." Laughing face emoji, laughing face emoji. Thanks for
two
making
of
high school a bit more fun.
Damn, more high school.
Awesome.
I feel like we talk about middle school and high school a lot in this podcast like it's ancient history, you know?
I genuinely hope whoever's in high school right now has a good time. I understand.
If
high
we
school
make
can be
your high
tough,
school experience better,
Yeah, high school
That
is
will
so
that helps
That
me
means
go
a
to
lot.
sleep.
So
Yeah,
good.
high school sucks.
It means so
guys.
much thinking like, man, somebody's like we're helping someone get through high school.
Yeah.
High school's
That's-
the worst.
Yeah.
It
So for all those people like that person, Morgan just read their comment, and anyone else, you're amazing.
Yeah.
And thank
and
you
you
so
can
much.
do it.
And you can
Whoa,
do it.
damn.
Yeah, believe it.
and I do just want to throw out, last week Morgan shouted out this person at mhooney_13 on Instagram, and they're really great. But we talked about it last week, and just in case it got lost, and you had mentioned I'll rate your tattoos in the Discord. At mhooney_13 said, started this awesome and hilarious Naruto podcast. Check them out. But they got a tattoo of Naruto in Vegas and tagged us. in
Yeah,
that.
they got the Leaf Village symbol. And
Super
it's
cool.
such a good
Awesome.
tattoo.
Yeah.
And Dave Mata, he talks about it in the Discord, but
Dave
he's getting like a
Mata!
Chris
It's
Mark tattoo.
Amazing. The
Which
tattoo
is
he got
so
recently,
fun.
insane.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah.
good.
Come into the Discord for tattoo talk. All right.
Yeah.
Katie, give me something else.
All right, so I have a comment or something. Instagram from Dahlia Doodles.
Oh yeah. So what we talked about last week with her, because of course you read out her response then too.
Yeah.
But basically, Dahlia Doodles leaves a really detailed, direct response to every episode on Instagram.
All right, so this is from last week's episode.
Exactly,
Okay,
because I
cool.
figured we'll just use the most recent example.
Yeah.
and it's fucking amazing that they do that. Like,
Yeah,
it's really
that's
cool.
so awesome.
Yeah.
So they said, yikes on the audio, but stuff like that happens.
True.
At least I have an example for disturbing audio for a horror game I might make, which, great,
Yeah,
look at the bright side.
sure, you're welcome to use it, truly.
Raj's stories are always wild. I can always expect one for the podcast.
Thank you.
They said, for the guy cosplay, just get a black bowl or paint one and put it on your head.
I suppose I could.
You should. That'd be
Steal
so
one from our
wacky.
dining hall.
Is that how you spell guy? I've been spelling
it's all,
it wrong.
You spell
if
it in
that's how you
kanji.
spell
It's
it.
from Japanese. You know what I mean? You can spell it however you want.
Oh,
You know?
interesting.
Alright, well,
Right. Well, all I'm saying is,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
like,
if you spelled it in kanji, it would still have a translation to
oh,
American
like
letters.
a guy, like a dude. Oh yeah,
no,
yeah.
like the name guy.
No, but I think because don't kanji work a little bit different than like traditional
They
Arabic
do,
lettering?
but a lot of them probably, it depends on how you're spelling
Yeah.
it, because
Yeah.
some name, if it's a traditional
I'm trying
name,
to
it
think
has
of the
like its own
manga.
kanji, but if it doesn't, then
I think they might even spell it both ways. You know what I mean?
Because
I
it
mean,
doesn't matter
it's
because
like-
we're
it's
saying
like,
it out loud because this is a
Oh,
podcast.
that's true. Yeah, it's guy either way.
Here's a manga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Uh-huh.
In the manga, I think it's like Junuichi or some shit.
Whoa.
So now it's Joey, and it
Yeah.
translates. So it's one of those.
That's fucking
things.
wild. All right, so I could put a bowl on my head for an impression of guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
you can.
and then they said, and Liam, you do a great impression of Guy, which is so true.
So very true.
Yes,
Yes.
though.
So funny.
Oh my god. You have to go as Guy, and you have to go as Rock Lee.
Oh my gosh.
That doesn't
Didn't
happen.
we talk about that?
I don't even know, but it just popped in my brain an image of
You
Rock
watched us
Liam
episode
as
for
Guy
the-
and
for
Rock
the
Lee.
live
that's
show.
funny.
I'll wear the color. I'll wear like a green sweater and like beige.
Yeah, I gotta
pants.
figure it out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't expect much from us, please. I have
Yo,
no
but
brain
do expect
power.
much
Me and
from
Morgan are going
Katie
hard.
and Morgan.
Yeah.
Well, Katie's going hard. I'm wearing a cute dress because it's my birthday, but it may or may not look like what Sakura
Yeah, but it
wears all the
totes
time.
does though. It's so good. You gotta come. You gotta come to
The other
live
two
show.
are just probably gonna forget. And
You're
wear
gonna love
clothes.
it.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. But Raj especially looks great every day. Raj,
Oh,
you
no,
look so
stop.
good. You're
You
always
look great.
cosplaying as a handsome model every day.
Oh, my heart, my baby. I love you.
Katie, keep
And
going.
then the rest of the comment is, I hope you're involved in one.
Oh, it
In
must
one,
be
in one. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
in one
that's
of
my
those
bad.
Naruto abridged episodes. Speaking of that, has that been suggested yet for Real Radio?
Oh, Naruto abridged.
Oh wait, I showed you this.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Like, way long time ago.
So like a while ago, me and Liam got really high, and I was like, "Have you ever seen Naruto Abridged?" Because I'm really into abridged and parody series. I had a whole face on them as a kid.
Yeah.
And it's good. Naruto Abridged is stupid funny.
Yeah, we
Alright.
will think about
What
covering
is
that.
that?
It's
It's
like
so basically they take episodes of Naruto. They only made about 8, and it only goes up to you guys weren't here for that.
pre the tuning exams.
They
you know?
they redub the voices of Naruto with their own voice, and they make it really funny and like just like stupid and
Yeah, yeah.
hilarious.
I wish they would reach out and be like, "Yo, come on to one of these things."
Yo, I would love to be on Naruto Bridge. I mean, they
Right.
haven't made it in a minute, but if you can get us on any voice acting work out of
Yeah,
this
yeah. If you're an
podcast,
agent
gosh,
out there,
crazy.
please,
like
Yes,
cast
yes,
us
yes,
and
yes,
shit.
yes,
That's very true. Yeah. So Dolly Doodles, thanks for leaving a comment every week.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so
nice.
We
cool.
appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah. Raj, you want to hit us with some
Yeah,
readable responses?
Okay, so I'm gonna read this. Thanks Google Drive for closing everything.
Oh, are you gonna do the one from last week?
I'll do both since the other one I'm
Alright.
doing is really
So first
short.
we got let's start with last week's. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So,
Just because we lost it, but we got
Okay.
a really good. Yeah.
So last week it got destroyed, but I just want to say it again because it honestly was really funny.
yeah.
It's a YouTube comment from someone named Small Pajamas. So they say, "So happy birthday, Katie," spelled Caddy.
Caddy, sure.
And they go, "I'm a big fan of this podcast. So here's something for that person that got hit on the private part, which was me. I got hit in the dick by a 3-year-old, and he wanted me to say dolphin dick."
Yes, and I will say, right, in the last episode, I feel like we harped a little bit too much on, like, basic, misspellings or whatever. Sure.
Yeah.
We have fans all over, and some
Yeah.
English not their first language. That's totally fine. I do love the phrase, "I have something for the person who got hit on the private part." Dolphin
It's
dick.
very formal
It's a
and
gift
elegant.
for you.
It's a
Yeah.
gift. Take dolphin dick.
You who have been hit on the dick have the dolphins.
Dick.
Have the dick.
Dolphin. So
Yes.
for you, Small Pajamas, I'll give you an isolated vocal. Dolphin dick. There you go.
That's
you
all
can,
you. Make
can
it your
take
ringtone.
that. You can make that your ringtone.
Dolphin dick. Dolphin dick. Dolphin dick.
Every time you get a text, you'll just hear dolphin
that
dick.
Oh
was
no!
so
And then
funny.
his freaking mom's gonna hear it, and she's gonna be like, "Where the fuck is that from?" She's gonna be like, "It's NaruTalk." The NaruTalk ShipPodcast.
So you can beat us up when we go
The
on our
NaruTalk
American tour.
podcast is actually fully endorsed by mothers.
Oh.
And they finish off going, and I also thought that Liam and Morgan were boyfriend and girlfriend because in episode 14 in the beginning you said that the only thing that I love more than the world in the podcast is Morgan. And can I call you guys my senpai? Yes, you can. You are wonderful, and you are the best. Small Pajamas, I hope you have a good day every day. Please drink water.
Yeah,
you are
really,
the
truly.
future.
And Morgan, I do love you. But
we do love Morgan a lot.
All the co-hosts, of course.
But Liam and I are married, so.
Well, yeah, but so not boyfriend, girlfriend, technically.
No.
Since we're married, yeah.
And then
We're each other's senpias.
Yes.
Senpia.
True.
And then finally, I have a Facebook comment from a Kate Clausen, and they go, Gar's social experiences are exactly how our society is today. Hostile. And you know what, Kate?
Wow, that's so good.
You're not wrong.
Isn't that fucking great? Dude,
really
when I saw that, I was like,
That's
wow,
amazing.
we do live in a society.
We do. We truly
Kate
do.
Clausen, thank you
Thank
for
you
that
so
hilarious
much.
comment. Fucking amazing. All right, yeah, there's more to be done, right? Like, subscribe, rate, whatever you do, wherever you are. Do it. Do it. Get on it right now. Hey, if you're in the podcast app, give us a 5-star review. It's so easy.
If you can find a way, please do it.
It's so easy. It's crazy. And we'll read them out. We'll read them out whatever they are. Here's one from, let's say, PFeds89, all right? What do we got here? It's Glenn's dad. That's the name of this thing. It's called Glenn's dad. Glenn, of course, is one of our patrons, and he made our logo.
We love Glenn so much.
This is Glenn's
And
dad,
we love
who
Glenn.
gave us a 5-star review. It says, I've heard so much about this podcast. I can't wait to listen live November 8th. Sounds like he might not know what a live show is because he does need to come to it. He has to get to it live.
Glenn's parents is coming. Glenn's parents took me on a wonderful date where they bought me really good pasta. And I pitched them NaruTalk, and then
and
Paul
lo
and
and
Linda were
behold.
like, we're going to come. We're going to show up.
Fuck yeah, that'd be so cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
he
it's going to
says,
see some handsome people.
Looks
there.
like I have some serious catching up to do. It's true. 17 episodes. 18th is the live show, baby. Did you bite your lip? Or tongue? What happened?
She really has to
I have
pee.
to pee so bad.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. All right, I'll talk really, really fast through the end of this. Glenn and Allie make our episode art. Thank you guys
They're
so
so
much.
good. We love you so much.
Hey, tell your friends about this. And really, really, really important. Next week is the live show.
Live show.
This
Comes
Friday.
Like
Okay,
4
okay.
days from right now.
That's right. Okay, this Friday, November 8th, SUNY Purchase. It's in Westchester, New York at 7 o'clock. We're going to show the next 3 episodes. It's 48, 49, and 50. Baby, if you know Naruto, you know it's Gaara versus Rock Lee.
Baby, if you know Naruto.
Yeah, you know it's
happening.
Come down for it. Come watch our live show, guys. Come
see
here.
Nick Astor.
Yes,
Come
yes,
see
yes.
us.
Thank you so much for listening. We love you all so much. It's great. Stay scary, everybody. And as always, be safe. Have fun. Believe it.
Okay, can we do the tally check for the cigarette mentions?
One.
One? That's one cigarette I'm going to smoke today.